Hi, this is Andy with the D20 Misfits. I play Tabitha, and I'd like to do a little thought experiment tonight. I call it Schrodinger's Sat, where we postulate that Sat is both alive and dead until we begin our episode. So join us as we do our little experiment and see what happens with the D20 Misfits.
And welcome back, guys. So I am currently acting as GM or DM today because John is out sick. So I am taking over and doing this a slight continuation and a little bit of a one-shot mix into it. So we will progress with the story, we just won't go that far. So as we last left off, the party, through the rain and fighting these metal bull-like creatures, with the rain clearing up, the cart being destroyed, and trying to repair the cart and all that stuff, you did have that mishap that happened between Sat and Nocturne. We all know of that happening, and it sparked Sat to run off on his own. Last session, you guys went to find him, and as you guys went the distance where he was, you noticed that there was a earth dome, and inside, you guys saw that everything was there. You guys saw that it was like a trial setup. I've sat there, mad energy displacement everywhere, and a trial with Nocturne to Sat, as you guys are the jury acting on it. With Sat muscling through and casting Dispel Magic on Nocturne to break that form that he had to show his true self. He was a pit fiend called Enoch, one of the princes of hell.
It was E-Rock.
E-Rock. One of the princes of hell that wanted to build an army to go against Asmodeus. And he failed doing that, but he wanted to leave and experience something he's never experienced before, and that was love. So he sat out in his own thing and came across the party, and that happened. But Sat, knowing that something was there, that he sensed some type of fiend in him. And slowly it messed with his tenets and his oath that he couldn't stand for anymore, hence why he ran off and did the trial. He decided that at the end it was trial by combat, that you guys know his true form. And whoever stood against or with Sat would help destroy E-Rock. With Egar and Amari joining Sat, Sat had other plans and wanted to go one-on-one versus him, and tapped into the power of his other self, and went toe-to-toe with him. And it's at this point that Sat, low on hit points, wounded severely. And in retrospect, as of now, for the viewer's point of view, is Sat currently has 3 hit points, while Nocturne has 28. That's where we're at now. But with knowing how low Sat is, Nocturne went to hit him and tapped him on the head and said, dead. Did not deliver the killing blow. And that's where we left off, is that killing blow and what the events are going to unfold. So as Andy / Tabitha said of that whole thought game. Who do you think? Before you guys go further into this video, comment below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Sat survived or died? Or did E-Rock Nocturne survive or die? Or did both? No idea. Well, that's what we are going to find out tonight. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite snacks and drinks, and jump with us as we tell this story of Curse of Shadows and what's going to happen between Sat and Nocturne now. Let's find out.
The adventure continues.
And welcome back, guys. So I hope you got everything. Like I said, I am acting DM for tonight. So let's jump in to the D20 Misfits episode 103.
Woo!
So, last we left off, we know that as you guys are sitting here in this dome, seeing Nocturne tap lightly on the head and said, "Dead. Did not want to give the killing blow." This is where we are sitting right now, with Sat having very low hit points at the moment, and Nocturne still with very low hit points still left. And that is where we are at. So, I don't have the initiative order written down. Does
I
anybody?
do.
Thank you.
E-Rock, Sat, Amari, Igor. Oh, you got
I
into.
wasn't, remember?
You were what? You were first?
Yeah,
you were
at that point I didn't. Oh yeah. So Lucy's number one.
Okay.
I know.
And I believe it was what? We were at the end. No, it was your initiative. And that's what we kind of like stopped there because it was your initiative. And
Yeah, we dropped initiative at that time.
Weren't you like holding
Yes.
hands with Satori? Why can't we be friends and pink fluffy unicorns and all that stuff?
So, what's everybody doing in this situation?
I'm going to be looking at you directly in the face. Not doing anything else. Just staring directly at you.
Okay.
So I can look at you.
I look over to Lucy to see her general state of mind. I saw she just shot a gun. That has drawn my attention. What's she look like? What do you look like? Do I have to roll for anything to try to discern it?
Yeah.
No, she looks like that.
Right. The shoveled.
The dog in the burning house. This is fine. It's not fine though.
Well, as in my,
She looks like she's about to pay.
I'm not in an initiative, but I scream to you. What do I do?
Stop it. Just stop. Like she's like in full blown panic mode. Like
Well,
not truly trying to show it on the face, but like her eyes are just locked in there. Like
okay.
if you
So-
were able to read facial features enough, you could really see it in her eyes. She's
Oh, yeah.
not really showing a lot of emotion right now. She's trying to like figure what the fuck to do. She can't hurt either of them or stop either of them really.
That's fucking bullshit.
Double ones.
No, not
Don't
twice.
So whenever Igor is looking at Sat,
Oh yeah.
if my back's towards you.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Okay.
You.
Since my back is towards you, Igor is doing this to you. Like
I literally haven't touched it. Right out the gate, y'all. Right out the gate.
Oh, there.
Oh.
I see it.
You
Yeah,
saw it.
there.
16.
That was 2 20s and a 4.
Oh, I saw
Yep.
nothing. I saw 15, 16.
Go for
But
it.
Igor is like motioning for you to come here. Like Like
She
I'm
looks
looking at
Tabitha.
Sat.
So what's going on?
Well, she looks to you because I don't know if you're looking, but he's going like this to her, and she's just like.
I rolled initiative.
What is your initiative? We're out of initiative then.
Yeah,
Well-
we're out of it anyway.
Well, so what do we do? What are we doing here? Is it
She's
stalemate?
gonna like do, you know whenever you're like on a hill and the feet go like. She's gonna kind of like do that, just slide down.
Well, I'm jumping over and I'm going out into the field then.
But
And I'm moving closer to Sat.
And then move our dear barbarian in front of Satori, like his back is to me.
Yeah, because I got between him and Nocturne. I could not remember his fucking name.
Because the E-Rock part.
Yeah, I was like,
Direction.
Eric.
Nocturne.
It's
Nachos.
Eric.
Pork chops.
Burritos?
Nacho Libre.
Oh, direction.
What's going on? I'm so scared. I don't know what to do next.
I'm kind of confused what the vibes are right now.
Oh yeah.
Surface thoughts. Everyone, go.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Dude, does she want me to save him? Does she want? What are we doing with him? Does he want to die? What is going on?
Are you letting surface thoughts go through dear Satori?
My main.
He's on prone.
You hear
You're standing up.
from Satori, you hear it's time to end this.
I'm looking at you, motherfucker. Surface thoughts.
But hearing that striking why?
What are your surface thoughts?
I'm getting there, motherfucker. Sat wanna die, or is he just fucking around on again?
Okay, so my surface thoughts are: do I need to go over and heal him? This seems like a cheap way out.
She's gonna walk up to Satori.
Whenever you get up by me, I step out of the way and let you get in front of me. To get right in front of us.
Switch.
Bait and switch.
Basically.
But without spending the points.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab his hands and look him right in the eyes.
Can you move me?
Roll a
forward?
perception check.
No, not like diagonal, like one square. Yeah, like no.
Where? Where do you want me to go?
Back.
There you go.
You said forward. I thought you meant that way.
Okay. You
Don't
thought
you dare
you
stop
saw
next time.
hand motions
Can't
coming from
reach.
Satori before you grabbed his hand, but you can't tell for sure.
Almost like possibly like spell work.
You don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
You didn't
think-
roll high enough. You couldn't know.
Okay.
You
I'm-
swore that you saw his hand move.
Now I am fully watching this whole situation too. What do you?
You can make if you make a perception check.
It's a perception or arcana since he's.
It depends. How are you looking at it?
To be fair,
If you're watching it, I would say make a perception based on that roll would determine
Yeah.
whether or not an arcana.
like if I. 15. Okay. I'm just trying to get a read on what is going on and what needs to happen next.
I know. It's that time of year, but it's
In
coming.
defense with that roll, and you guys saw it.
Yeah.
That was a 28. That you rolled of
That's
deception.
right.
Yep.
Okay.
You did not. Nobody's passive currently. Let's see. So that's what I say. I'll give you that. That you, with the 23, you swore you saw his hand gesture something, but you don't know what.
Well, she grabbed for his hands. Did he like go?
No.
And she's going to not say out loud, but in your head. Where are you ending, Satori?
What are you talking about? Why are you giving me that look?
This.
Are you still talking to yourself?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me like a fucking broken down kitten?
Are you trying to die?
Why are you looking at me? He doesn't hear your thoughts.
What is
I would
your,
say with that roll, you know, he's missing his ring.
His brain?
Ring. But I'll give you, with that roll, he does not have his ring on him.
What is your face?
What is your face? What is
What
your face?
is
Is
your
a
face?
face.
It's the facial expression.
I have
Are you saying that out loud?
Muscle.
He's
Yeah.
saying that out loud. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's literally
Does
saying
his
that.
voice sound exactly the same as it always
Like,
has?
he's just confused. Why am I just staring at him? Like, when
That,
I'm
that
going like,
stern is like with him talking to Lucy. Why are you looking at me like that?
Right.
He doesn't know why he's staring at her.
What is the cat doing? Or the former cat?
Nocturne, at the moment, because he hit him and said dead. At the moment, right now, he wants the sword. That's what he wanted. That was the deal. The deal of the terms of things, he wants the sword. And Sat still has a hold of it. And we do know that Nocturne wants the thing. He beat him. What he said, Nocturne's beat him. Satori, as this is as going on and you're doing that, Nocturne does step up. I'm owed the sword. That was the deal. I beat you.
You immediately, Nocturne immediately.
Did it?
Bang, 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 ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong, boom, boom.
That was the deal. Because it has all the souls in it.
That can't happen.
So, Nocturne here.
Because in the beginning of the fight, Satori dumped 100 of the souls out to make him full strength. So he wants the other 100 souls to get up to be in full power to redo the fight with Asmodeus as being the architect of course.
No.
So Nocturne immediately hears whenever he says something about the sword. He immediately hears, without me looking at him either, I'm looking directly at Sat still too. He hears, if you take a step towards that sword,
He's trying to.
if you take a step towards that sword, I will take your fucking head.
while
We
you're,
will figure out
But-
what is going on
But
first.
you do remember at
Yes.
the end of last session he swung at the blade to destroy it.
Yeah,
And he hit it, but it's not
breaking.
breaking.
He doesn't want that.
No. That's what he hears. If you take another step towards that sword, I will take your head.
So,
Let us figure out what is going on at this point in time. Before anything else happens, I don't give a fuck what your road, you will wait. And then I continue what I'm doing with Sat.
so she says out loud, and she's still like messing with his hands, and then looks, and you see her tilt the. Was it right or left?
Which one? What
The
were-
ring hand.
Left. Because he grabbed his right hand.
So she like goes like this with your hand, looks up, and speaks aloud. Satori, where's your ring?
I'm not worried about the trinket.
I'm your trinket.
What?
I'm your trinket.
You're my trinket.
And she's saying a mere
A mere trinket.
Like, it's only a trinket to you? Yeah.
Now it's a mere trinket.
And Phil off in battle, what do I care? I'm worried about him. The battle is not yet over. As he looks directly at him.
Then I will say aloud what apparently you did not hear. Why do you wish to die?
It's not the wish to die. It is the fact that
You got a glimpse of. It flashed through her eyes, not more like the expression like fear. Like fear of dying. She's asking that, and it's almost like you noticed like that because she heard your thought.
it's not the means of the battle was to the death. If he wants the sword so badly, he needs to kill me for it. As I am in charge to kill him. That is the duel. To the death. If I slay him, he just goes back to hell. That's his punishment, that's his crime. What Asmodeus does with him until he gets back on this plane is his duty, his choice.
You merely said he would be knocked out. You were the one only to be killed. Why?
Because he is too chicken shit to live a killing blow.
I don't think that's what that is. Service thoughts on Nocturne.
I want that sword.
No.
Okay.
What would you think? Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he wouldn't be bunctuous and just stop.
Get the beard king.
Not like
in his head, as his thoughts, I won the fight. I deserve what's mine.
Speaking of almost dead, 27 points. Healing to you.
So then she turns to Nocturne.
Is that your lay on hands?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you?
I ain't casting no spells yet.
Well, no, because you can't. Healing doesn't work on him. Your lay on hands will, but your healing does not, unless your lay on hands pool says it cannot affect you.
You did put a lot of your lay on hands pull into him last session.
Yeah, but I have 55 points.
Oh, okay.
So I only gave him maybe about half of it.
Are
So
you-
he's got another 27. I just have Cure Wounds.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect constructs or undead. It says so.
Yeah, we did that last time.
Yep.
You saw that next time because his form of dread made him undead.
Now, the question that I did ask earlier, don't remember. Do you look like Sat, or do you look not like
he's
Sat?
kind of like Grievous-ish.
Kind of Grievous at the moment because of the swords. Right now, how they're shaped and how they look is Grievous. But you can start to see the slow transition, like his hair is not
White.
is starting to come white back. And his eyes are starting to flash gold. Right now he's in that, in lack of better terms, Yu-Gi-Oh! Change a heart card right
Yep.
now. He is half and half.
Just like you did with me with Noella.
But he's not, it's not like half of his
Yeah.
face is that, it's starting to quote unquote glitch inwards.
Is it glitching more towards?
I mean,
Grievous.
right now it's trying to, like Sat's trying to take back over. But he's fighting it because Sat is already weak from this battle. Even with having 27 hit points, like at the moment now, with Grievous there, he's only at 1/10 of his normal hit points that he started with.
So she looks to Nocturne. When you have spoke with me on multiple occasions on what you want, what is it you say you're owed the sword, but do you want it for the souls? Or is there another reason? I want to know the truth. I am owed that. If I am truly a friend to you, do not lie to me. I have been there for you. Tell me the truth. What is your wish with this sword? What is your true desire with it?
It is a failsafe.
For what?
If I get sent back.
So you can come
If
back.
I get sent back, I have this sword into hell. And it has power right now with 100 souls. Gives me power to match or to give me some of a higher chance against Asmodeus if I get back. To defend myself, not to take over, because I'm done with it. I tried once and failed. You have shown me a different way because I wanted a different way. I won the bat. I won the bout. The prize is rightfully mine. But this prick, I didn't kill him, so it is not mine. So again, he raises the mace again and tries to swing at the sword.
The moment that he raises the mace to swing at the sword, the blood axe is flying right here.
And I'm going for him too.
I told him if he moves again towards the sword, he's getting killed.
Sentinel
He's
goes off.
not. He was already by it.
He was trying to destroy it. He doesn't want the sword. If he's like, I get that he wants to come back kind of thing. He's like, I want to defend myself so I can come back to you guys. That's it.
Right
Okay, I
now,
thought he was attacking him.
Eroc's
No,
eyes,
he's attacking
he's won.
the sword.
He won the
I
battle.
don't give a shit about sword.
He won the duel.
He
in
doesn't
his
want to be
mind.
like, ha ha ha, power.
He
He's
doesn't-
like, if I
he doesn't
die,
want to
I
kill
will
him.
come back.
So
Like,
because he
like,
can't have the
you know,
prize,
Mm-hmm.
let's just destroy it. And
He's like,
swings.
his only mean is defense to come back. Other than that, he's like, I don't want the.
The question
things
is
to
this.
solve it,
Okay.
something.
Did
As
he
long as
know
he's not
that?
attacking Zach, we're cool.
What with the?
Did he know that?
He's with him swinging at the sword.
no,
If
nobody knows. He's already swung
Oh, after what he
once.
said, that you guys would show me another way, kind of.
Well, what I'm saying is if Igor does not know any of this, not really.
Well, what you said, you mean is what you mean because my brain got really.
Because is it clear to everyone
what he said out loud.
what he's doing right now is to free those?
No. I don't
No.
think it's to free the souls. He's like, well, if this is literally my means to come back.
Roll. You know
that's
what?
all
Roll
I
me an
went for.
insight.
But
Well,
other than
I'm
that-
not saying that for me.
Okay.
I'm saying for the person who's about to fucking smash.
Why don't you
Well,
actually
no,
ask him?
I
if
mean,
that's-
you're
if that's
watching it.
What you genuinely
You can roll an
wanna know.
insight.
You can ask him that if that is the truth.
Oh,
What
I-
you want to know? Why do you want to destroy the sword if you can't have it?
I mean,
Is it
he's
because
swinging the
it's-
sword. Maybe you don't know fully why he's doing it.
In
but
all
you do
fairness-
know that was
I
the
mean, he
bet.
has haters like women.
So-
He is moving right by you, and I'm sorry.
Probably, if Sat's not giving up the blade, he's going to destroy it.
Frank?
Would I know what he's doing?
But you don't know enough to confirm it.
If you
That's
can
what-
pinpoint
that's the
what he's
battle in your
swinging,
head.
He's swinging because he thinks he's hitting either Mir Sat, and he's swinging for the
I
sword. He
am
doesn't
not
see it as
going
that.
to be able to decipher whether he is going to hit Lucy, you, or Sword, because Igor is kind of an emotional fucking wreck, and he's still looking at you, and the only thing he sees out the corner of his eye is the mace go back.
And I don't see you swinging, so I can't even be like, no,
Yeah.
stop.
I'm dumping
So-
all three of my attacks.
Okay.
First, second, and action surge.
Okay. Well, hold on. You get your 2 strikes,
Yeah, that's what I mean, my
That
2
way.
attack actions. And then I'm hitting action surge,
which gives you 2 more.
and I'm dumping 5 then.
Okay.
The only thing I know is he's moving
Arms of the
in
angel.
a way that I don't like.
Now go.
Listen to
That is, the first one is 14 plus 10, second one's 18 plus 10, third one's 8 plus 10, fourth one's 5 plus 10.
Give me a second.
I don't think 18
I-
is gonna hit.
I don't either.
I don't know what.
Can you just back up?
Well, I don't know if John has a different thing.
More like a cat
I
block.
think he has it more of the
15
15
block.
stat block, which I can resend to you because I have it in 2 seconds.
Frank,
I know it's a 20 to hit him.
because I couldn't read the situation.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's a 20 AC, by the way.
After he does his attacks, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Frank, I'm going to say only 2 hit you, because I'm almost positive he has a 20 AC.
I'm just gonna pull it
They are going your way right now, sir.
just to look at it. So yes. Okay, so yeah, we'll say AC wise, a 20 does hit.
Okay, so I only hit you with 2 out of 5,
Okay.
surprisingly.
4. 2 out of 4.
Yeah, 2 out of 4, sorry. 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4 ain't bad.
I was literally thinking that. Meatloaf. Rest easy, buddy.
So,
Should have worn a mask.
12 plus 6, Timber.
12 plus 6, 18.
Plus 6.
24.
Plus 5.
29. Is that all, or is that just the first?
That's everything.
29?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll see this.
Okay, so. Currently there. Yes.
So many red ones.
And as you strike, you see Sat actually.
Aren't they bonded?
Yeah, they're bonded.
You fuck.
Well, I'm also
With
taking a turn.
Oh, that's right.
for it.
Are you done with that, or do you have a bonus
Yeah,
action?
he burned his action and then he went to action surge.
I cast 4th level magic missile. Point blank range.
So that would be with
Yeah.
no magic missiles humming.
What?
Magic missiles are humming.
Humming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic missiles humming.
Yeah, they just hit. It's really good. I have 4 4s, 2 3s, so 16.
Who were you hitting?
You said
The
four
cat.
4s and 3 3s.
No, 4 4s and 2 3s plus 6.
What? Don't carry it on me all the time, guys.
So that's 12, 16, 19, 21,
Mm-hmm.
27.
27.
I didn't know, I rolled it.
I'd like to do something too.
Go.
Pulls out the pistols, turns to both of you.
Nah.
Enough! And you hear. It's like you hear the guns click, and she just points at both of you.
Hands are up, but I still have
Like
a.
the eyes start to like do.
I still have a
what it
candy
does, they start to
thermometer
go
in my
dark.
hand, shaking.
You guys
As
got you.
you do that,
Flinch.
Enough.
and the spell work, goes off in here. Sat immediately as the spell were hitting, he jerks. And he looks up. He goes, "Oh no, no, this is mine." Tabitha, how do you want to do this?
To who?
Yes. They didn't have that many
Well,
hit points,
I
babe.
set him off,
It was the E-roll.
and without.
He had 14 hit
Motherfucker
points
still.
left. You dealt 27.
I know.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Igor, which one's it going to be?
It happens, and
This is
Wasn't it really sad? Like
no, this is what happens. It is not what I wanted. I did it out of pure instinct and will.
I told you to get in there somewhere.
I immediately drop what's in my hands. Hands down to my side.
Does he revert
Uh,
before he fades?
and I look
He
back to
throws
Sat, knowing that I can't help him. Even not for Sat, because I do not like Sat, but I do love Lucy.
No, he likes
I know
stands.
this.
You should like stand outside.
So not you said it
She
was
likes
more
it.
instinct than anything.
Well, I saw him do that. I rolled that insight check, and I couldn't gather what was going on.
What?
So I saw him go, and I
Well-
just instinct.
Okay, instinct wise, but was there some sense of rage or anger
No.
built into it?
What?
No, it was fear.
It was fear.
It was fear for Lucy.
Pork chop being a
It was
dick.
fear all around.
With that. thinking that, and the instinct of
It was fear and love.
the mixed emotion came from Tabitha as she shot out her candy array of magic missiles.
They act. I hate to do this because the scene is so, but they definitely look like little candy canes that have been like licked down.
Okay.
They're like candy
Oh, that's down into like
Candy
points.
shakes.
Yeah.
Can I do a thing?
Well, okay, hold on.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
We all went sort of out of like initiative type ordeal.
Uh-huh.
So we'll say with that, you hit the spells, this goes off, you did give the blow, but everything's happening kind of simultaneously. So what do you do?
Well, what I was going to do is I'm going to use a harness divine power to get one of my spell slots back and Misty Step in front of the bee.
It's too late.
Hold on.
The roll.
Um,
She's trying to take the blow instead, kind of like.
That's not how the magic
no,
missile works.
hold on here. Let me do it this way. If one you are right. Let me do it this way. Since we didn't know, do you know what your total initiative was when we rolled it? What was the actual number?
I do.
What was the actual number?
It was 18.
18. So roll me an initiative and see if if you beat an 18.
I do.
Oh,
I just
man.
rolled a 17.
So
Plus 2.
as Amari, the spell is already going off.
Mm-hmm.
So Amari Misty steps in front, and as she is coming into transition of the Misty Step, it goes through and around because
They're like
magic missile,
They're homing.
magic missile or homing.
Yeah.
Because you're using straight normal magic missile.
Yeah.
You're not using any upgraded different version of it.
No, I just upcast it. That's all.
So, magic missile by default, as you are transforming back in that split second, it passes through the mist and around as you're forming, and at the same time. However, seeing this all happen in a split reaction, Sat's eyes light up, seeing all the hits going in, and goes, "No, this can't happen." Brings up the hands, because you guys are holding him, brings up the hands,
Oh, you.
and he goes,
Well, I've never heard of
No, that's just
you
me holding your
came up
hand.
holding his
No,
hand.
he's behind me.
Oh, you just-
I'm
you-
holding
yeah, I
your
moved.
hands.
I moved behind Lucy.
Yeah, I'm holding your hands now. He kind of
Yeah,
like
we-
afterwards, he
Okay.
was just.
We
talking.
moved. This
You're
one
like
is
lifting my
wrong.
hands up.
Hold on.
Hold
No. No.
Okay.
Frank's a little rusty, everybody.
You
Get
didn't.
him,
Okay,
get him.
hold
Hold
on.
on.
Because we didn't go through like initiative turn because we weren't still in initiative, but we still were. So you haven't done anything at all. I gave everybody one thing to react. What are you doing?
I rolled for my initiative roll.
Okay.
That's 22.
Well, initiative doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
If you wanted to do one thing,
only
I'm still writing it down.
only one of those magic missiles is going to hit.
why?
Because I'm going to shoot the other two.
You can't shoot.
It's a homing thing.
They're
It'll
homing.
go around.
Magic.
You can't negate. You can't
can't
negate
shoot
magic
No,
missiles.
that'll fly way too
That,
fast.
that'd have been cool.
It's
Yeah,
like
that
a-
one
They,
is
they,
off.
they are homing for a reason. There's no to hit with.
Yeah, that's why I didn't roll to hit.
That's why they do only a D4 because
Like,
they
it's a first level
automatically-
spell, but
No, I can
but-
see a roll cool on like say magic
Now,
missile
like,
versus magic missile.
if
and
your
on the
weapon-
Yeah.
but
had
not from
dispel attached to it, I could see how you wanted to pull that
I
off.
thought for another time.
Yeah.
He did have
And
a cool ass idea. We'll get
That
oh yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
But like, unfortunately,
hold on. How many spells do you have? What's
Me?
your highest spell slot at
Third.
this moment? Third. Counterspell is a third level spell. You don't have. You have that anywhere on your list?
I cannot learn that spell.
So no, so I can't give you that. But what I can do is we could use the rule cool for this one because it is a cool idea.
it's cool. On it.
You burned it at
remember,
4th level,
Because remember, without
And you did
actual ammo, it's a magic
27 in total.
It is a
Yeah,
magical
27
bolt. I mean,
info.
we can
So-
find a roll cool it.
What I can think of is you get how many darts are going at
Um,
when you upcast, right?
No.
Well, no, because it's 3. I
It's
think
3
it's 3
plus
and then it
6.
goes.
There's 6 darts.
There's 6 darts. So there are 6 magic darts going out. I will say with this, Timber, if you want to, I'm going to say, what's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 16.
16. How many? You get 2 shots.
Yep.
If you want to take 2 shots, you can shoot. Okay.
All right.
But straight roll, no added plus to them. Only thing is what? How many 3rd levels can you bring? So you have to burn 2, and you get +3 to your roll.
Burn
You don't
2.
get the pluses to the attack roll.
Gotcha.
This is the kind of shit I like.
If you can shoot your bow, if you can shoot your crossbow, the dragon winged crossbow with its elemental arrows that it
Fires itself.
that it fires itself. If you can hit his DC, you can negate the damage rolled.
All right. First
and
one.
it's just straight rolls.
It's a D20 plus 3 because it's 3rd level.
All right.
spell. If you can hit an 18,
That's that's 18.
if you can hit that's a spell DC. If you can hit 18, it will negate.
I thought you said 16.
It will negate a
No,
dart.
it's 16.
It's 16.
Okay,
So if you can hit his spell DC, you can negate a dart.
13 plus 3, so that's 16.
That's 1 dart
right.
negated.
That ain't hitting shit. That's a 1. So that's a 4. So I take off one of them.
1
Or
dart.
no, you take that. You subtract 5 points. It's still 22.
Well, 1 dart's a D4.
Right.
So you can.
So I
roll
took the D4 out. I just took the highest off.
the highest. Okay. So that's 5
I
out,
tried.
which dropped. Which it still drops. E-Rock. Regardless.
You did fine.
You have to give me off.
I was
I'll
trying
give
to
you
take
that.
some of them
But
off.
seeing E-Rock start to fade and go. He goes, no. Nobody gets the blow. This is my thing. And as he's starting to fade, he reaches he kind of throws you off to the side.
Oh, so she doesn't.
He let goes of one hand.
Oh,
and
kind of like
as
almost
you
like a
like
dance.
swing back and you kind of bounce into Igor,
Whoop.
and he goes,
Talk about a rock in a hard place.
and his sword flies out from behind him because his sword was laying behind E-Rock. And he goes, and the sword comes up and but with that roll, Igor's already faded.
You rock.
So E-Rock, whatever. Fuck
Igor, you're dead.
Great relationship.
E-Rock, the sword
We're
passes
creepy.
actually through E-Rock because he is faded and it pierces directly into the side.
Oh, shh.
And this is the damage. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d6s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d8s because he had charging smite in his last
Don't
level.
you have an ability
High
to
spell
to this? What's
that
your-
is going.
Well,
that is going.
At this point, she's in my way.
And I
Oh.
rolled.
I can't see anything.
And I rolled the two d20s ahead of time.
She isn't
Hey,
for the
fully,
initial fight.
Do me a favor. Roll that damage.
Because of Great Weapon Master,
One bit.
we roll ones.
I got a third shot.
No, I would have stood in front of
sword.
of me.
It's a magical thing.
you over there, but Sat's on the other
On
side.
the-
Right.
So you'd
you
still
would've
see.
teleport-
So you'd still see Sat.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Hold
Fuck
up.
Let's
No,
not-
I just realized something.
What?
Did it go through E-Rock?
Mm-hmm.
How far up did it go through E-Rock?
I mean,
It
I'm down
no, it
this.
passes through him.
How far from
Oh,
his poor
I
his
know,
body?
'cause you're standing.
No, you forget someone tried to stand in front of E-Rock and is now manifested. Did it go through Amari too?
No, just wait.
Hold up.
I can save you.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can be healed.
So let me
I
do
also-
let me do the damage aspect of it.
Divine,
I think you'll be
have it
okay.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy gets Xanax.
I took mine before I got here.
Listen, you have to smoke a bowl.
Oh, the bowl needs to smoke a whole bag.
She's gonna have like wine night like every few hours.
She needs to get a hell of a bong rip, I'll tell you that.
I know a guy.
I will put it this way because
I know a couple guys.
because Amari was transformed. As Amari goes through and starts to form, you form. When you form around, you feel this uneasy feeling. And you look down, and there is a massive greatsword impaled into you.
Oh, look, she's been impaled.
Well, see, you know.
Oh God.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait, because listen, y'all had your turns. Unless you have a reaction that can
So it didn't go through Amari.
reaction-wise.
It went through Igor.
Hold on.
Bait and switch.
It's a reaction.
But I'm not around you.
The fuck?
Yes,
You're
you
not.
are.
So as
Yes,
the
you
midst
are.
of her transforming with the magic missile that went
Hang on.
off.
Where?
Stop.
I'm just
Listen,
moving
let
where
me
she's
Hey, let Frank do it.
let me get this.
Ow, my legs.
Let me get this because we're all like I said.
Okay.
We didn't go through initiative. This is all happening simultaneously. You used Misty Step. You had that go off. He threw you aside. Brought the sword in as this is happening. So as she's fully transformed, I will put it this way. Roll. You said it was an 18. What's her initiative?
No, my spell DC was.
So I will tell you.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah.
Yours was 18.
What was Amari's?
18.
18.
That's what I'm saying.
I will say, as this is happening, okay, how about this? You two guys both roll me d20s. Whoever has the higher roll, that's who will win the bout. I'll put it to you that way. So, what'd you roll?
9.
Definitely higher than mine.
He doubled it.
So, I would say when you fully transform, and as Sat throws Lucy away, same way as it kind of bounces off Igor. Igor, with his quick finesse, hurried up and pulled you out of the way. Instead of you forming, he goes,
I'm resistant to
Igor,
the
you
damage you
took
hear.
mainly the blunt of this.
Yeah, but he's gonna take half.
He's not raging.
No.
Hey.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
Oh
No,
shit!
I'll never
It's,
do
it'll
that.
be fine.
This is just
probably fine.
let's see what happens after this module.
We all saw those rolls that I rolled.
Everything
They
is
were
first
two 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed.
That's a critical hit. Igor, the damage dealt was 70 hit points. It was critical, 140.
Motherfucker!
I did not mean to hit you like that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm looking at it screen.
What is it?
He has probably one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
I
like
have
41.
1 HP left. I have 141.
he just does that whole cough like ow.
But
You lucky sumbitch.
but the blow, because he was still fading,
So, all right, poor shot. That was
did
me.
send off the chain reaction of warding bond one more time. And as Igor took that and kind of, actually, you know what, Igor, roll me a Constitution saving throw. That is a direct mortal blow.
17 plus 7.
Plus
Plus
4.
17
More.
plus 7, so 24.
So
28.
you withstand the mortal blow as, I mean, you had to hit a very high DC. So with a 28, that definitely puts you into that threshold of it being possible. As you withstand that, you look back, and with that blow, you took the sword, but the backlash of the smite shining off through Erock, you see Sat finally sleep and falls.
Oh, she runs to him.
So does Igor. not very well.
You're like,
But
I slap you, or I go to grab your hand, but you rush away.
And
yes, I literally
But as soon as you touch my hand, you gain
As
Some fucking
that's happening, in that first initial impact of the sword impaling Igor. And both Igor and Sat both kind of fall back. Sat, as he falls, waves his hand, and the sword
Even better.
flies out.
I was
And
gonna rip
he
it
kind of,
out.
as he kind of falls half sideways, and Igor onto his chest. And in that notion, at the same time, your dragon goes ape shit. He is flat out like a cat that's hissing right now, except his scales are pointed straight up. Electricity's starting to form off of him. Like right now, uncontrollable electricity is bouncing off of him, and he's flat out. As you look directly behind, because you have a very high passive, behind both of them is a metal sphere where that soul was starts to get bigger and bigger, and lightning.
Frank's knocking shit over.
Everything's bad.
But and right there, at that split second of that ball that forms about the size of metal sphere, but about the size of a door, so 6 feet. Okay,
So we got an oversized beach ball in front of us.
but it's fully metal
Full
and
metal.
lightning. As this is making him very uncomfortable. This is making him very uncomfortable.
Hey guys, more than later, we got a problem.
And right then and there, that as it makes the full dome, the full sphere of metal, it fades, and out pops a bluish light, and you can see this metallic figure with cloak, hood, encased completely all in metal. And you see what looks to be in very... So, okay, how Sibinak is, you see a very robotic arm completely up there as it reaches and flies out. And as it's, you see it as a stake in shape, and it goes like this, and you can see his hand opens up, and you see a rod start to form and a rod start to form up as like a staff is coming. And as it's coming up, he's about to pretty much bring it down and slam it on the ground. He kind of lands in that 3-point prong stance, but the staff is laying horizontal now, with his fist hitting the ground. No! You can't die.
She looks up at you because she's.
And just
okay.
like,
Sick.
he looks directly up at everybody.
I'm making direct eye contact. Boat is in hand, but down at pointed down at the ground by my leg.
I'm gonna lift my head up.
Confused, oozed, and but keeping guard. I go, Sibinak?
I go over
I know.
to Sat's body as well, and I do start looking for the diamonds that he picked up.
As this, okay, as all this is happening, this beam flies this way, and as Nocturne is fading, and sat down here, and Igor, roughly, as Sat
Right between
lays
the two.
this way,
I'm waiting on
goes
top.
here, this guy flies out of the sphere and lands right here. And is Ray, and he, like I said, he lays the staff down horizontal because he knows it's already too late. And you hear, no, you're not supposed to die.
Okay, so can someone move me right beside
Where she
him?
was supposed to be.
Right here?
Nope.
Yeah, other side.
No, the other side of you.
Okay, you need to have a little bit more content on
where
you
this guy.
disappeared. Where
The
you
other guy just
disappeared.
appeared
Other side.
towards me. There you go.
Facing
Yeah.
Sat and
Yes.
Igor?
Yeah.
Okay. So as that happens,
We drop things on the
It's
floor.
a DM thing. They have to drop their dice
more
first.
importantly, when you say over there, be more specific with that word.
Okay.
Please.
purple.
But laying down there and seeing that, kind of like he's already there, and he's seeing that E-Rock fades. And starting to fade. But as he slammed, the only thing that goes from with that critical hit, you notice that when you hit, because you rolled, and not so much the critical, but you gave that killing blow.
Yeah.
You notice that pieces of him, like, because it went through.
Yeah, no.
And like I said, were you focusing on a certain point, or you just wanted to hit him?
I just wanted, because I thought he was gonna hurt Lucy.
So just instinct-wise, were you intentionally aiming for a specific
Yes.
point of the body?
No, I was just like hitting, like
So
in
he
my
looks like
brain.
slight smoke.
Okay.
She's like,
It wasn't like
I'm gonna hit him just
like,
for the head.
I'm gonna hit him in the here in the head.
so it's just like a scatter
Just
shot.
instinct-wise, you wanted to
Yeah, just make him stop.
just hit it. So I say, as it hits, one of the things knocks off or severs one of E-Rock's arms.
Mm-hmm.
Completely severs it off. And as you see, that was
traumatic.
that was the first thing that fully evaporates, and with the energy you see it more catch on fire and then go to the ground. And not ash, but lava. As the lava pit opens up like a fissure and
Goes in the ground.
going to the ground as they go into a different plane. And the same thing is happening to E-Rock at this moment. He is starting to melt. And with that going down and that robotic arm hitting the ground with the staff flashes like it's about to do something and then automatically stops and does not do anything. So at this point in time, what now is everybody doing?
Igor is going.
For Sat to die.
Igor is going to stand up. Well, as much as he possibly can, with a gaping fucking hole through his chest.
I healed you a little bit.
He's going to, like,
Slightly gaping.
hold
though.
Sat's face for a second and go, "What's your wish, brother? You have your warrior's death." And then he's going to stand up as much as he can to face whoever the fuck just came in.
Like I said, Lucy is looking for the diamonds that she threw.
Have a fizz. I'll do so.
Wow, sorry. I'm fucked up.
As you're searching through,
Yeah.
and again, you see Sat's body pulse one time. And it's kind of like you lay on his chest. He reaches his arm over you and places his hand like where your heart is, in the center of your chest. Don't go out like this. Before he fades, before that burst of energy kind of pulses, it pulses his hand also to close. Third level cure wound. 28 hit points. And again, one more time, body.
I cast Healing Spirit and end it right head towards Sat.
Mari, do you have diamonds? Give me diamonds.
I'm waiting for like
That,
your
sorry,
turn not to be on his character.
but you do notice something. When he flew down, a circular disc separated from his arm. And it is over, kind of like by Sat and around him a little bit. You send your healing spirit over, it goes to that distance and then dissipates. Fuck. And you see this little disc sprout 6 legs, 3 on each side.
Weird.
I should take 28 points off.
Why? No.
Okay.
So,
As
I'm
you
gonna
send
pull
that
the
healing spirit
barricade.
out, it goes over and you see this thing, just like this thing, kind of, this metal disc that sprouted legs. And you can see like crab-like eyes, just, and it looks over and flashes. And your spell goes over, it nullified.
little.
And like I said, this is no bigger like in real time, the disc that flew out of his arm, I would say it is no bigger
Than a skull.
No, not really. I would say it's no bigger than
The head of the mushroom right here?
So a cue ball with legs.
this.
Yeah.
So like
So that's
this,
cue ball.
kind of like a little bit like a softball.
Okay, so a softball with spider legs.
Yep.
So this, but it's a flat disc that
So literally,
shot
half
out.
a softball.
Half a softball with spider legs.
So think of a frisbee,
Mhm.
and like if you would take the inner circumference of the frisbee, how it's smaller,
Yeah.
like disc golf, that's the disc, and it sprouts out and it flashes real
That's
quick.
It's
And
coming.
It
Like it.
it literally
Fucking left.
nullified that healing spirit.
Do I find done?
Where you don't sneeze, it goes.
I would say as you're there and he is going, you don't really, like as you're searching him, you notice that your hand is facing through him, but you do come into contact with something clothed. And as you like kind of pull back, you take his backpack.
Can I investigate?
Yeah.
My passive is 18.
Opening up easy enough. It's dark inside. When you reach your hand inside, your whole hand kind of goes into it.
I have one of these, so I know.
So it's haversack.
Yeah, and I got it.
In there, you can feel several beads, and you do come in contact with the diamonds.
I pull them out, and I cast Revivify
On
Sat.
That little disc thing did not.
that,
Did
this
again.
again flashes, and negates.
Kill that fucking thing, and I try it again.
You don't know it's there. Your back's to him.
Well, I don't know why.
No,
it's not
he's by Sat, but I would say as you're looking and you do it, this thing is on top of Sat and it's pulsing.
I go to hit it, but as we all know, my strength does not do anything to anything.
Its AC is shit.
Oh no, I like even if I hit it, I don't hit it.
Okay.
I don't do any damage to anything.
His AC is shit. The little disc thing.
If you want,
I mean, you can attempt.
it's a 3. I rolled a 3.
His
So-
AC is a 10.
Trying to get over.
You good?
So it does not hit, but it will take a reaction on you.
Okay, cool.
I need you to give me a dex saving throw.
Two. Or no, it's a 12.
No, that's not the DC. DC is 16. And as you try to pop another diamond again, it automatically restrains you. Like its legs spread out longer to go over your body, and you are completely restricted.
If the situation wasn't so dire, Tabby would be into this.
Think of like the junkyard claws,
Well,
how it-
yeah,
or like a claw. That's what
I didn't
is.
mean it as sexually, but I mean sorta too. But
like this, just
yeah. I am restrained. I am crying.
So Evar's going to finally stand up.
What it does is you are considered grappled. You can try to contest of a strength check to try to break it.
I'm not. I'm rolling something else privately.
But actually, you know what?
Hold on.
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. I like those. A dirty 20.
This has been made by an artificer.
Actually, it's not a dirty 20. It's a dirty 24.
Looking at it all and seeing it happen as it's constricting you, this was made by an artificer.
Like, what kind of craftsman?
Hard to tell.
With
But-
a 24, it's hard to tell?
Exactly, because you've never seen technology like this. You've seen it in a sense with the airships and how intricate, like, the clockwork design of this is. but how it's functioning is blowing your mind. Is this something of a high level masterwork craft?
Okay, so here's the order of operations in her mind. I can't believe this happened. Why won't it work on him? This shit's amazing that's got me.
I will say this, though, with that 24 roll, as you're looking at it and it gave you that flash, you can tell that whatever built this laid in an anti-magic field within it. That's why the spell isn't working.
Well,
That,
I don't really-
as you're being constructed, this is what's popping in your head right now because you're so amazed by the craftsmanship of this and how it's working and functioning.
shit.
I went about. Did I hear that right?
Like how it's crafted and how it works. It's literally like blowing your mind that this is masterwork quality, and the fact that it's functioning like this and having a small, and as I said, it's a very small anti-magic field.
Tabby is definitely.
I am.
Yeah, I'm done. I make no more moves. I do no more things.
So Igor stands up, real fucking weak still, because he ain't looking too happy, but he's looking okay. Stands up real weak, holding the middle of his chest. Looks over. Is Tabitha on the ground, or is she standing up, kitchen?
Probably like teetering on
Are you,
falling.
so what? You're rolling? Are you rolling, or are you just trying to stand up?
I'm going to look at you, literally say, "I fucking love you, man," and then I'm gonna stand. I'm just gonna push myself straight
When
up.
you're pushing yourself up, you can feel that strain of the weakness of the blow. And as you look down, there's just a scar.
On me.
He healed your wound,
Okay.
so the wound is closed.
It still is a fucking
It still hurts
really
like a
bad
bitch.
blow. Yeah.
Right. As you stand up and look at it, Tabitha is now laying on the ground, kind of not in any way, shape, or form, but is very still as these 6 metallic legs kind of wrapped around her and interlocked and locked in the back.
Okay, so he's going to stand up, still like, fuck.
Like if somebody threw several bolos out that wrapped around her.
Yeah, I know. So he's going to stand up and be like, "Oh fuck me, that hurt. I love you, man." And then he's going to look over at Tabitha and he's going to grab the spear that's wrapped around her, picking her and the spear
You're
up
getting manhandled now.
with one hand, still holding onto his chest with the other hand. Pick it up, hold it in front of him, and squeeze it as hard as he possibly can to crush it. And as he's crushing it, he's going to go, "Hey! Ass butt!" Sorry, I had to, guys. I don't know who you are. Fuck. But you might want to come get your fucking toy before I break it. And then I'm going to keep squeezing it until it starts to bend. To let her go.
Sound of lobsters.
Are you
blowing
trying to destroy it? Or are you trying to pull it off?
I'm trying to
Squish
crush it to the point of it will let go.
I would say give me an unarmed strike roll with disadvantage because you are weakened from that mortal blow. You don't have the strength.
Still, it would be a 14 plus 8. The first one was an 18 plus 8.
He's mad.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, you guys are fucking pissed.
Would that have sent him into rage?
All of this would probably get him into rage.
He was already still in rage, but dealt with that mortal blow. I mean, I'd say you are still within rage.
Well, actually, we said that I dropped out of it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that from watching my best fucking friend just die, and now she's being hurt, I would say I unwillingly went into a rage.
As you you're yelling at him, get this thing off, and you're trying to. So what is your unarmed strike?
My arm strike? What do you mean?
What's the damage of it?
The damage on it? 8.
Plus rage.
Easy enough.
Plus 3.
So easy enough, you are starting to very easily, because it's very thin.
amazing,
You
but-
are starting to warp and crack it. You can see the you can see it more into it, but you're seeing sparks. Tabitha can feel literally the wires snapping in it, and you can hear the metallic crunching But do that. This thing, not even hesitant. Its whole head spins 360, 180 degrees directly around you. Its body's still facing E-Rock.
Yeah.
But its whole head turns 180, looks at you, and it flashes blue. You're frozen.
Fuck.
You are frozen. Cannot move.
Okay, well, it's still in.
Actually, I'm going to force you to make a reroll.
Fine.
16 plus 8.
Still doesn't matter.
So I'm not frozen now.
No.
Okay.
No, he is not doing that. He used a different ability
Okay.
that forces you to make a reroll.
Well, as soon as he turns his head and does that to me, since Igor been in a rage and Igor's fucking pissed, he's gonna squeeze as hard as he possibly can on that fucking thing to make it let her go.
Easy enough, dude, because it is so little on hit points. And you alone dealt 8 plus your rage. 9, you dealt 11 hit points. You doubled its actual hit points in damage. So when you take it, you very easily, like, you're not trying too hard.
Yeah.
But your grip alone with how weak it is still crushes it. And the legs kind of like fall limp.
As soon as they fall
And you
limp,
crush it.
as soon as they fall limp, and he looks at me, I have it in my hand, and he does that little head spin around thing. I have it in my hand, and I'll look at him and go,
Oops.
hope that head spins a lot further than that, and I chuck it at him as hard as I can. Not to like hit him or anything,
No.
but just to be a dickhead.
As you chuck it up, he is going to stand up. And his body now his body faces around to you. And as you throw it, you see it burst into a blue fire and just... You've seen it before.
Yeah.
You know what a familiar is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be blown the
his
fuck away,
familiar.
but not saying I'm blown the fuck away.
His familiar, literally. And you can see as he comes in contact again, this
Like reforms,
it
basically.
reforms back in his arm, but you can see it. He tries to and it's not happening. Nothing's happening because the familiar's not allowed to come until he casts that spell.
Yeah.
So he tries to.
I'm taking a 10-foot step forward, and I'm shooting off my electricity.
Okay.
And then that's whenever, because Igor is not, he knows that he's not in any fucking shape to fight. He also doesn't give a fuck because he's stupid, but he's trying to do the biggest amount of scare tactics fucking possible
okay,
right now.
but at this point again,
I'm going to take sets off the board.
no.
No.
Well,
At that there, as all this is happening, and I mean, Talitha, you're now free of this
I'm laying there.
thing, but there, and you look down, you're ahead walking towards this being, and this being is standing steadfast at you, but everybody else is starting to see that Sat's legs are fading to becoming very thin, to where they're transparent.
Very last thing I do, I'm literally going to flex at him and pop my lightning out. That's it. Go ahead.
But
Fine.
anything from 10 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's why I move 10 feet away from everybody else.
So you're on the opposite side.
I don't care if I'm nose to nose with this fucking guy. I'm
So
moving
you go
10
over
feet away
here.
from everybody.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to move protectively in front of Lucy.
I would say there. So
I'm prone.
So
yeah,
you're
but
she
it's
can
not.
get to
It's
Zach.
not. It's not going after you.
does.
But
Okay.
it's what? It's a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I need a dex saving throw. Correct.
Yeah, 15.
So I
Turn me
rolled an
around,
8.
facing
Hold on.
the.
Hold on. Let everything happen as it's happening. So don't hurry up and try to rush.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that to everybody because too many people talking at one point in time kind of fucks with me.
Is that a bee?
Stink bug.
So an 8.
Mhm.
That doesn't beat your DC.
Not at all.
So what's the damage?
D6 workshop.
Oh yeah, you're right. Next to because I don't know stuff. It is 4. Like I said, Igor he knows that he's in no shape to fight. He also doesn't give a single fuck. But he's trying to do every scare tactic fucking possible for this guy to be like, alright, I might not want to fuck with these people.
No, you're too far from me to do that.
I would say with that, okay, you move forward, you're lightning striking off. What's everybody else doing at this
Well, I am there in my heap of myself.
You're laying there kind of like in a shock and awe type ordeal?
Yeah.
Mixed, I would say everybody's fueled right now with mixed emotions. Yes, you guys can think of your emotions how it work. Tabitha's feeling several different emotions all at once. Because A, for one, she was restrained. 2, Sat's dying. 3, Igor saved her.
That's
And is stepping up to, right now, confront this entity.
I could give a shit
The
less.
3 of you.
Okay, so I am flanking by the other side, moving in front of Lucy so that she can get to Seth.
Okay.
She's been trying to get to
Are
sex.
you defensively
I'm
looking at the target?
I am
Looking at the
defensive.
figure?
I am
You know.
not moving in an aggressive manner as of yet. It's more like a defense style thing to protect her if something happens.
She's going
so
defensive maneuver.
Defensive shit.
What I said, okay, doing that and kind of using yourself as the shield to protect her if anything were to happen, are you actively using your shield as well, or no?
Kind of like
it's
Are you putting your shield and sword in front to become more of the shield and steadfast bulwark of defense?
yes.
Okay.
I've got sword in one hand, shield planted in the
And
other.
you are
I thought
and
you
you're
had
steadfast looking at the target, but you're there.
I have a sword
keeping-
now.
so you're kind of like
Watch the
Spartan.
movie.
She does. She has
Are
a
you
long
like Spartan
sword,
style? You have
but
the shield like this.
Yes.
some,
Like,
most of the time you're not using your shield because
Yeah.
of the two-handed versatility of the weapon.
Yeah.
The shield that's on Igor's back, that he always has there, he fires it behind him to Ryu. Looks at him, still looking at this dude's face, and just throws it back.
you're looking at this new entity, but keeping your head back and making sure that you're using your body to completely try to cover as much as Lucy as you possibly can.
And
Okay.
if I'm close enough to Tabitha also.
Tabitha's on the other side.
Tabitha on the other side.
Okay.
So shielding her. Okay, you got that. Lucy is getting to stab. Right? Are you doing anything on
I'm
this?
catching the shield. Oh, I'm gonna look at Igor. What the fuck am I gonna do that use with this?
Protect her.
Fuck that. Head. Head. Head.
Sorry.
I look at Sparky E. Surround him. And Sparky E goes here, and I'm going full.
He went from.
And
You're
I'm
flanking him?
Yeah, so like I'm going around.
Okay. So you guys
Just like
are trying to, you guys are wide area flanking him other than Igor being directly in front.
Because I don't know who the fuck this is. I'm
By
pl-
the way, when they're done with that, while she's making
I ain't
her
doing
way
anything.
there-
I'm just holding his shield for the time being and just watching. But Bo is ready in my other hand.
And Luke.
Literally
And
surrounded on all sides.
Your crossbow. Okay. Is it actively aimed?
No, I'm keeping it right here.
So it's holstered, but it's
It's-
you're already in your hand, but you have it down. You're
Yeah.
not having it actively aiming at it.
Right.
Okay.
It's that.
Okay. So Lucy is going over towards that.
She was the one trying to beeline as soon as he dropped. But surface thoughts. What was that? Nothing.
No, for Sat?
No,
For bucket of bolts
the
here.
new guy, girl, whatever, the new person,
This bucket of bolts that just showed up.
entity.
This okay, so this entity is thinking,
Dumbasses.
I'm too late. I will fuck him up because he is a bounty too.
What did Frank say? Because that was
Go
kind
fuck him up because he's a bounty too.
Lucy grabs the
Oh.
thoughts
You're a
that
bounty too?
I am too late, but you also hear from him he will destroy him because he is also a mark or a bounty that he has as well. That's what you're initially picking up right now.
You're a bountiful dude.
I am Igor. Nobody likes me.
She's keeping that as a note because she knows that they're around that right now. And so she can finally make it there and be the last one to say goodbye to the person. First, she's gonna just cut off the whole thing. Damn it.
Yeah, and that's
He's fading fast.
Is she able to like, actually grab on anything onto him?
Nope.
When you try, I would say at this point now you have his hand.
Let her grab.
You have his hand. But at this
I
point,
didn't mean that.
no. But at this point, like his legs
I'm
are
trying to get to the sad feeling.
his legs are transparent, and his left arm is starting to go transparent. But his right arm, torso, and head are still very, in full view. It's not. It's starting to.
So his torso is still there.
So the fun part is no one can see her face but Sam. And she is you have not seen her cry.
But I mean, even your servant sauce, because it's not targeted to one person, it's targeting all.
Mm-hmm.
You also hear Sat. Finally, I can sleep.
Stupid dummy. Fuck. And you just you see her again, you have not seen her cry in years because you were one of the ones to teach her don't emotions, no, don't, because
Emotions will get you killed.
Exactly. Essentially, that's why she never really seen
No,
anything.
being completely, with emotions sort of in your veins, saying, calling him a dum-dum, pretty much, as it were.
Dummy.
This is meant. This is fate.
It was not fate yet. We were supposed to take down Grievous.
This is balance.
Fuck balance. Your end, if you wanted it, was supposed to be after Grievous. Why aren't you healing? You have the necklace. What? And she's searching, going like this and trying to
It's not there.
Where's your? What happened to the necklace is supposed to heal. Where's the necklace?
Oh, I know.
Surface thoughts, everyone.
I don't know who this is in front of me, but I'm going to fucking rip his head off.
What have I done?
You get a surface thought. You get a surface thought. You guys get surface thoughts.
Tabitha,
Yeah.
you hear a very dark, low voice enter your mind.
Also, oh shit.
Good. You came and tapped into the fear. Just as I laid fear to your uncle's shop. Good. Tap into it more.
No.
And that voice is very familiar as it is a dragon's voice.
So while this is happening, she is.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to the. I'm gonna write that down.
And with that, Tabitha, or Annie, as I see that, one or two options can happen with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can gain a feat called Dragon Mark and pick whatever mark that you want because you tapped an instant, with your instinct, because of fear. That fear was mainly because of your dragon, or that dragon destroying it your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to have a aberrant dragon mark, you can go into your sheet,
I'm aware I can do
pick
that.
the feat, and grab that feat automatically
What's the other?
if you want that. No, good dragon mark has different attachments to it, depending on what you.
That's
It's not just
what you're
one
giving
thing.
me.
That's a fun little feat that
But
I
that
have.
feat,
I
you
know.
would have a dragon mark. So I would say that the mark will appear anywhere on you
Like it.
because you tapped into that fear. So I'm gonna give.
I'm gonna look into it real quick.
I'm gonna give that as if you want that option, you can have that option because you literally tapped into the fear that destroyed your whole life. Because that's instinctively that's what you probably were
You
thinking.
enjoyed the
I've
bridges.
got it.
I raged it for my
Anyway,
back to sad.
Stop making me laugh. It's supposed to be sad.
I'm correcting a wrong. Mine,
Oh,
and he kind you feel the tense of his hand kind of give you more of a firm grip. Weakened, but firm. My part in this story is over for now. There is a chance that I can be brought back.
with the ring.
Yes,
But I don't know where it is.
you need to find your uncle can do this.
I can't lose you too.
You're not.
I watched everyone else die or get taken. You can't do
Why?
this.
Doesn't he know that happened? Okay.
No, he doesn't.
I thought you said that
No.
he like.
Not so much because I don't know what your guys' role was versus his passive.
I was like 3 above you.
Okay, so he's not gonna miss.
Okay.
Nor did he care.
That's why I thought you dropped him back.
Because he wanted. That's why he said he dropped it in battle.
Because he wanted death.
My story is over, and yours is just the beginning. Use that anger, use that, and kind of places your hand on, like, his hand on your chest, and you can feel it. Use that to fuel your passion to end this. I am not gone, but my part in the story for now is over. If you can find your uncle with the ring, there is another thing that has to be found.
What? What do I have? What else do I have to
If I
find?
tell you the whole story, you'll never know. There's no point in learning if I tell you.
The books.
You have to find another component.
You still have the books.
Yes.
I may need them.
You will find a way. I believe in you. But like I said, my part in this story, for now, is over. It's time for you to show who you are. You're a daughter of a great man.
I wish I knew more of him.
That's a little bit of an asshole. And loves
Okay.
pretty and loves a pretty face. He's a pervert and an asshole. But
A woman stealing piece of shit.
It's always the names that start with T, isn't it?
Yeah.
but he's a heartbreaker.
Master Trevor.
That's
But
the name that
you are
His name was
a
Travis.
daughter to a very powerful marksman. Believe in that and your mother. And also a very powerful mage. Both came from different points of time. And are completely two different species alone. But they were blessed with a much larger family. The family that I once had. And you feel that. You feel finally what I have felt for centuries.
You hear her, no one else would obviously hear it, but she says in a more low voice.
Would I hear this conversation happening between you two?
You guys are by each other, so
Okay.
I mean,
But you don't probably hear the next part.
Probably.
I know Lucian was not your fault. I know it was not your intention. You were not in control.
I'm gonna say for these purposes, because you're close, roll me stealth. Roll me perception. You are close. She is trying to whisper. We'll see if you actually pick up on it.
And now Grievous shows through. He's like, oh, I did that.
22.
Bitch.
Okay, well that is a natural 20.
Confirmed.
Total of.
What is it? Perception? 22.
So time. So you do hear this. You do hear her whisper.
But I forgive you. Either way. It was not your fault.
You're right. It wasn't my fault because I didn't do it. I don't know if your brother lives or not, but I wanted to say it because I wanted everybody to hear me.
I haven't.
That way I had no aid in this fight.
I never hated you.
We are.
But you feared me.
I was afraid of the facade you had. I was not afraid of you. I have not seen that face in a long time. When it appeared, yes, I was afraid because I thought he had come back. I thought he found me again. I didn't want to go through that again.
You have them. Seek out and find them. They might be around if you can get back home.
That is what I've been trying to do. We need to get home.
Finish the tasks at hand and you can do this. You can. You and your newfound friends can stop this. You need to start trusting them and not hide from this. And kind of reached up to the side of your face. I believe, and I know you forgive me, and I'm sorry. And it flashes red. And chokes you.
I see you, Lucy.
And then, right then, that grip no longer, you feel it, but the hand is now gone. There's no more set.
I was gonna say before he disappeared, I had another idea, but that kind of don't work. He just like disappeared.
But that's the last thing is you fully see him, and he chokes you because he finally was able to tap in. And that's what you hear.
I see, Lucy.
And that's where we're going to take a break. So, be back in just a second, folks, and we will continue this. So, refill, think about what just happened.
Get more clinics.
Holy shit.
Also, were you guys right about what was going to happen?
Read it in the comments again. But, see you guys in a little bit.
Hey everyone, Jonathan here from the D20 Misfits, also known as Viking. I've got a sponsor today that I'd really like to give a shout out to. Dubby. I'm a hardcore energy drink user. I'll do 2, 3 energy drinks a day. This stuff, let's cut that out. If you're interested, go to w.com and on checkout use our code D20 Misfits 10 to get 10% off. Again, Dubby, well done.
Bye-bye, Satori.
And
Wondering
welcome
what
back.
this
So, Sat now has fully faded. So has Elok. With the last
Again.
bit of Sat fading away, Grievous reaches out and chokes Lucy, saying, I see you. And now the entity of Sat and this darker Grievous fade completely away to where there's nothing else standing besides this new entity. For those who don't,
For those who want
who those who wish to see, I will put it up on the screen real quick.
Oh my god.
But this is the character we see right now.
I mean, it is a large mechanical man. Tabitha's gonna be freaking out.
Not right now.
But
Soon.
the handy haversack, contents of it. Are you rummaging through it?
I'm not rummaging through anything right now. I have it
You
near
remember
me.
looking for the diamond.
I have it near me. All I did was
okay,
find
so
the hut.
you got the diamonds out of it. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are other contents within it. When you want to look into it, I can gladly tell you what all the
Well,
contents
I will, now that he's gone, I will look to see if I can get anything for Lucy. Like anything from him.
Okay, so in there are 10 beads of nourishment, which
Yeah.
are the little things that you pop in and access full thing of rations.
Sensu beans.
A dragon winged crossbow,
Like right now. How do you do? Right now. Not for
Calm
you.
down.
which is exactly what Ryu has, except it is of fire.
Okay.
His alchemist kit with the smelling salts vial and the ointment vial as well.
Did she manage to get the books by the way?
The books are in the back. There are 3 tomes within the bag too. One of the tomes is a symbol of 3 swords. One is a symbol of a platinum dragon. It's like the cover of it.
Okay.
Or just like the insignia of a dragon's head, but it's made out of platinum. And the other one is 3 swords again, but it's very tattered and old. One's more new, one's old. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. You would have to give me a... you know alchemy, right? You have proficient in alchemy, so give me that roll. So add a d20 plus your proficiency.
I get double proficiency then.
Okay.
13. It sucked.
Okay, so I would say which roll would that be for? Would it be for the salts or the ointment?
It'd be the smelling salts.
Okay, the smelling salts have with a 13. Inhaling them will enhance the ability of something with the arcane. But you, with that roll, you kind of really don't know
Stronger.
what the full effect does. But within it, somewhere is the vial holds at least 2 doses of it.
The ointment, though.
Left
Do you want me to roll a separate one for the ointment?
Yes.
Okay, that's much better. 17 will save.
Okay, this ointment.
It's for when it starts burning and itching.
It is called
Come back to the rocky
Shut down.
Kenotim's ointment.
Can I, Tim?
Yeah. KEOGHTON. It has 5 doses in it.
Okay.
Each dose, when applied to skin or wound, you will receive 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Yeah. Alright.
It will also cure poison or any disease per dose. So that dose will heal and cure a poison or a disease.
It'd be perfect on a hemorrhoid.
Yes, it would. I pretty much keep the. I look through and I put it all back, except for the ointment. I keep that because this is weird to me.
The last thing you find is you can't tell because it's been rolled up in a cloth, a very old tattered cloth. Would you unravel it?
No.
Okay.
I would take it over to
But
Lucy.
hearing it, you can hear the tinking of something metal.
Well, I walk over to Lucy and fall to my knees in front of her and hand it out to her. I was like, I don't know what this is. It was in his bag.
Opens them up.
As you unravel it, it is a set of very tarnished, more along the lines of this old color,
It's the lines.
of broken figurines of lines.
Her hands kind of shake, and you, since you see her face now, you could see
At-
the puffiness.
At
around
one
her
point,
face.
it was conjoined, but they're broken in two separate parts, and both of them are missing various pieces of themselves. The paws are missing or broken off. The head's half broken off on the other one.
She's
It is very old and tattered and broken.
Through sniffles and cries. Even though I don't know what that means to you or him.
Here's the kicker. The cloth, however, is a sheet with 2 holes in it. Of Lucy and her child wanting to scare Sat. So took a cloth and cut holes out to be a ghost. And
She
tried to
kind of
scare her.
holds it to her forehead, and she's just trying to compose herself. And she takes a that big deep breath in and out,
Do it again, I'm chopping.
and tells you to put it in the backpack. And
Snot and tears.
no, not snot.
Out of mine.
Oh.
And
then- Quick as a flash, her emotions from sad, her eyes flash back to black. But it's her iris and her pupils just back to black. And she pulls the hood back up, and she pulls out the rifle and turns around. What's this about a bounty?
You wondered what?
In the
I agree
meantime,
with what she said.
You don't know that. You're like, what's
you're
that?
building,
But
as it's all hearing, and you've been deadlocked on him.
yeah, just flexing and pissed.
As you said, who are you, what are you, and shit like that. His hand curved up, and a purple glow is following his hand, like he's about to put it on you.
Do it.
And you heard the whole thing that if he comes at him, he will end him because he is a monk.
Agar, stand down.
Then he needs to tell me his fucking name.
Just stand down.
I'm
You.
not moving at all. But he needs to tell me his fucking name.
Give me a
Guard,
wisdom saving
stand
throw.
down.
What's your name? Deck.
You said a wisdom? That was a nat 20.
Nice, total.
Might as well.
Totally.
That's a
19.
Yeah.
Wait. Nope.
No, you're
Never
not.
mind.
Yeah.
Wait. Maybe?
No.
No.
Too
10
far.
feet? 10
Too far.
feet?
5, 10.
He's on the
About
line?
10, yeah.
He's 10 feet?
So
Plus 4.
So
23.
23.
okay, so you do not feel it, but you hear in your head the sound of bells being tolled.
Told it up. Nice.
Nice.
Without flinching, without making a fucking single bit of a phased face at all. Igor looks and goes, you might want to try harder.
Egar, stand down.
She stands up. What is this about bounties? State your business.
Keeping deadlocked on him, his staff disappears, forms back into the hand. And with his hand out, with his other hand out, and you see the spell kind of go away because it didn't affect you.
It turns green. Figured it out.
He reaches in his bag as he's kind of doing this and throws out a smaller satchel within it. And out pops 6 scrolls. 6 rolled up pieces.
Which way does he throw it?
Roll paper.
Probably at my fucking feet.
Pretty much.
So Igor doesn't
pick him
break
up.
strides. He just bends down, grabs it, knows that Lucy's in the same vicinity, and just throws it through.
Let's go. If it's anything like you're saying, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do a 6-sided die and see which paper I pick up. 6.
Okay. You open it up.
Yep.
It's a picture of E-Rock. Bounty 2 million gold.
Oh my.
He was worth a lot, definitely. More ways than one.
Wait a second.
And then she's like, bounty. Does it say wanted, dead, or alive? Or just
No.
wanted?
It says E-Rock. Fiend. Bounty 2 million gold.
2 million dollars coming my way, y'all.
And she looks to you and she's like, she shows you. How did they know about E-Rock? How does a bounty hunter know this whenever he's masquerading himself as a cat in a different dimension?
How does a witch hunter know any of this?
A witch hunter. So she's gonna grab one
Igor,
more.
he would be a witch hunter.
Well, technically, he would have been the 7. So we'll go again with a 6 roll since there's 3, 6 sat included. If he said he's not supposed to.
6. The 6th one was E-Rock.
1.
1. So Tabitha. No.
Wait.
20,000.
You're cheaper than freaking. Oh, no.
That's okay.
It says wanted.
For what?
Aided a dragon in destroying the city.
When did you aid?
That is not true.
I need to know.
Is that a
3.
3. Ryu. Race. Human. Wanted. Bounty. 40,000.
What the fuck's this about?
Wanted.
4.
4. Giving in to the lightning and surging children.
That's a load of shit.
2.
I know who wrote
Igor.
that poll up.
Agar. 100,000.
Oh.
Race. Goliath. Wanted. Sons destroyed world.
She's reading
Are
these,
you
so
on-
Wait a minute, you're wanted because you're
So-
Are you wanted?
You're not reading these out loud. You're looking at it.
Oh, no, I'm reading out loud.
Okay, well that's what it says.
Oh my god.
5.
You were that shitty of a dad. There.
Amari.
Oh god.
Bounty. 80,000. Race. Asamar. Wanted. Should destroy the pit field. Set alternate reality in place. Wanted. Dead.
Four.
Same thing for Igor. Igor says wanted. Dead.
What about mine?
It's not saying dead or alive, and neither does Ryer's.
4. You can either choose that to be Sat or Lucy, because the last 2 are Lucy and Sat.
Sat does not have one.
Oh.
The last one is Lucy.
Oh. Oh.
Lucy. Human. / Tiefling. Bounty. 100,000. Wanted. For setting motions in place by not letting Nocturne die. wanted alive.
Igor's gonna still not look away. What the hell does it mean not letting him die? He just died in front of us, Lucy.
I believe we need to ask our guest.
No, I believe he just needs to fucking speak.
May I be so courteous as to ask your name?
Yes, I know, it's funny, isn't it?
My name.
Yes. Your identity,
My identity.
if that makes more sense.
My name or code or identification is T4T3. F4t3, sorry. F4t3.
F4.
Your name is Fate. Isn't that
Clever.
serendipitous?
F4t3 of the NOCT division.
NOCT. Does that sound familiar?
Nocturne.
Knocked.
Not.
The Noct division?
The Nexus Order Council of Time.
So you
Whoa. What up?
you would know of my uncle then, I assume.
This, by far, I will say, in this nature, those who do dabble in the arcane can make an Arcana roll. This roll in difficulty is extremely high.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it, but it ain't gonna go well.
Right.
No, if you dabble in arcane, you cast divination spells.
Okay.
So you can't have this roll. You have to be able to go in arcane.
So the big dumb idiot.
So meaning, if your spells are arcane based instead of
You don't
divine
have spells
based,
anymore.
does that make sense to you?
Yes, but
That's
A
better.
paladin casts divine spells,
You
not
might need to get some
arcana spells.
clarification on that.
Okay. I have a +1 to my
You
Arcana.
have to be able to cast arcana spells in order to decipher what this is.
Sorry, I have a question.
Sure.
I had abilities to do that. I do
I-
have abilities to do that, and it still says I'm proficient in it. And I also rolled a nat 20 +3.
Yours is set a disadvantage because you no longer cast arcana spells.
19 +3. No,
How do I see
16 plus three,
what my
sorry.
spells are Arcana? Oh, friend.
Rangers are arcana
Okay.
because there's two different classes of spells:
Right.
Nope.
arcane and divine.
I rolled
First with
15
divine.
plus 8.
So
Does that help?
your okay, if you're not a paladin or a cleric, it is arcana spells. If you're a paladin or a cleric, it's divine spells.
Dang, it was gonna
Hold
be
on.
16.
Alright.
So
Well,
you
Sad.
so
So 15
those
plus 8 plus 4. So plus 12. 15 plus
where's
12.
the +4 coming in?
I'm doing a flash of genius.
Okay.
You're
So
all. Oh wait, no, it's a check. Never mind.
15 plus 8 plus 4,
Yeah.
so that's a 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
dirty 20.
19.
Total,
Yeah.
19 total. If anything,
Sorry.
anything as far as that, Tabitha, you with the highest roll, I would say you're not unfamiliar with this, but maybe this, you would say, piece together that he is more of a keeper of time or a protector of time. You've never really heard of this.
No, this is.
It's really weird, but based on how he looks, and that he looks like a warforged, he looks like something made him.
I have dealt with Warforged in the past. I have, but in my own world, he looks completely different.
When they did, okay, in your world, I know John briefly talked about it before about your airships. Were they made to look like a ship, or were they more clockwork designed?
It depended. It depended on the region that was making them.
So did they go? They went through both. They went through steam
Yeah.
and clockwork, and the other one was more
Yeah,
magically enhanced.
yeah.
Okay, so this is beyond that. So whatever this entity is, It's not from any period of time in this time.
But that's relative, because
Correct.
Yeah.
With you guys jumping in and out of different realities, this, from your knowledge, where you know of in your world, this is far more advanced than you know of how he's how he's functioning, because he resembles very much like Warforged, but there's no gears.
In my world there is also like organic like components like wood. None of that.
No, this guy is fully made of metal with arcane energy flowing through him.
I'm going to say that Igor hasn't the slightest fucking clue because he's actually never seen a Warforged yet. Even though
Yeah.
I rolled at.
Oh no! You were after
never
he
seen
became.
him out there.
Yeah, the only person
Even
left
though I
here
rolled
that
at
would have seen
18
him as
or
a
19,
Warforged.
I'm still going to
is
say that I
me.
have no clue what the fuck he is.
I will say this.
No.
Looking at
What?
him,
Me?
looking at him,
Nope.
Amari too, because Amari did meet Sibanak at one point in time.
But
no,
he
that
was-
was when he was an orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he had a robotic arm.
Yeah.
So you kind of
the
can
only
match
person.
the arms. You can match. This is
Well,
somewhat of a
Sibanak,
Warforged, but is so far advanced, it makes Sibanak look ancient.
Gotcha.
So I took 8 points of damage because I'm keeping my rage on.
What?
Just so you know.
Okay.
So me questioning it if it was Sibanak at the beginning when he popped up.
So you're how low are you?
44. Still don't give it a single fuck.
Aaron, you're trying to say
Okay, yeah. I want to back up a second. What was my wanted thing? I wanted to write it down and I missed it. So,
Wanted for killing the pit fiend.
hold on.
dead for not killing the pit fiend.
Wanted dead for.
In an
No,
alternate universe.
I thought it was dead for killing the pit fiend.
One dead for not killing.
Okay, not killing the pit fiend. I'm sorry.
So
So meaning wanted, I believe it was 80,000.
Yes, hers was 80. Mine was 100.
80,000 gold.
Mine's 4.
Wanted.
40, 20.
Wanted for befriending a fiend and not killing it.
I don't want to lie. So that goes back to her question then.
So 2 people are wanted dead and do have significant high bounties to it. You're the only one on there, minus the other 2, that do
They're
not
just-
say wanted dead or alive.
Hers just actually says.
Yours
alive.
actually says alive.
That brings back the question then when she asked. If you're sorry. If you're a keeper of time and for the justice of it, then I'm not sure what time you're from, then you may know of my uncle. B.
Victoria, yeah, I know.
Is he not part of this?
He's sitting in the cell,
For what?
aiding in the embedding of one Balvaric's Platinum Dragon.
But
There was nothing wrong with
if he was aiding and abetting
It was a good guy.
in the beginning, if I was told correctly, before the cataclysm happened, all that happened, Balvarix did work for the light. He worked for justice.
It's not
Before
something.
knowing what he truly
It's
was.
not only something she was told. It's something that I have seen.
And
So you're
He's
clearly
in a
full of
gridlock.
shit.
If he's in this gridlock, if he is in this gridlock as this involuntary jailer for my mother, my family, and those who are trying to at least fight. Are you speaking of after, or whenever he sided with him before the bad had happened? You only say he aided and abetted. What do you mean just aiding and abetting him if he was fighting for justice in the beginning, before all this happened?
So little.
I've been running most of my life. Of course I know so little.
excuse me, who's issuing these bounties?
That's actually a pretty good question.
Is there a timestamp for anything on these at all?
No.
No? Okay.
There's no time frame, but I want to say the pieces of paper, the pictures are holographic and actually move. Like their faces move, like Igor's, you can see the rage kick in. You know, you can see the flash of light for Amari. You can see the candy magic that Tabitha's doing. You can see the dragon and lightning forming around him.
So
you see like the gun, like her pulling out the gun.
So it's like those 1990s like weird cards from the Marvel.
No. More along the lines of like Harry Potter, like how the pictures move in the newspapers. It's kind of like that.
It's select your character.
See, I was going somewhere
I
else.
looked
with
at
that.
her and I'm like, that's cool.
My internet are showing up here. Here, Power Rangers SPDE, how all the wanted.
I have no
posters-
idea.
Yeah, but I went out with Harry Potter because that's what more everybody knows.
I
Or you
know.
could have just said Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but they're on a piece. They're on an actual like parchment.
But,
It's just the pictures.
so it's pick your character on a piece of paper.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you're saying
Who issued these
Yeah.
is our Time Lord.
And what are they? What is their names?
We don't know their names.
Well, they're a little bit
Wrong.
wrong, at least with mine.
And mine.
How do they judge this? How do they make these determinations?
They are keepers of time and realities.
Wait. Is this did an alternate version me do this? How do you know that it's not me? How do you know that I'm the right path?
And he kind of like
No.
no, as he's like thinking about it and trying to like go this route. This is not a sanctioned visit.
Oh.
So you're here for fun.
This is personal.
For what?
You all destroyed my home, and I aim to rectify that by
What-
destroying
What home?
or capturing
no.
you as I see.
what home was destroyed?
My home.
No shit. Where is it at?
I'm trying to get back to my home, which is being
I was
destroyed.
created in Aor.
Doesn't even slightly ring a bell.
It lays on the continent of Wildmount.
Quick, Ref, is this the
Slightly
thing we
sounds a
like?
little familiar.
I
Is this the one we brought back, kind of thing?
thought
or
that
is
it was
this-
a Bessie.
No.
Because we really
I'm gonna
good
roll
fucking
if it makes.
Roll a history.
Okay.
Bessie, it doesn't make any sense.
Dirty 20.
You can roll a history as well. You said dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Rude.
17.
17. Both to your knowledges, Aor has been destroyed and demolished for centuries. Eons. It has been destroyed forever ago during the first calamity.
Hold on.
Where Volscaria sits northward is a crater of ice. That is where Aor
This doesn't make any sense.
It's been gone for years.
eons.
long times.
I've heard of these. I've.
Time.
It's impossible. This was even before I was born.
Hold on.
How would I have been able to destroy your home?
Have we done it yet?
This was
Or are we going
Hold
to
on,
do
hold
it?
on. If you're saying you're part of a time council, and this is something to do
Wait.
centuries before my birth. Teacher!
This is not. You have not done it yet.
so punish us for a crime
Well.
that we can fix. Then a crime that we Don't even fucking do yet.
Did it
Come
say-
back and try to
Hold
kill
on.
me.
Was there anything given answer-wise as to why this happened, how this happened, or what set this in motion? From what I've heard very vague of it, but this is way before even my mother or any of them were born.
Especially
This is
before
something
my
to happen,
kids.
kind of we've experienced the before of something happening that we couldn't even control. We're pretty much sitting in the seat watching it happen as we try to help fix things anyway. Did it ever say why the chain
She's
of
not
events
helping our case.
happened, how we did this?
Just have to make a wagon.
For what I know, I'm just trying to go home and stop Vecna from continuously destroying my home. So why, how with something that's already gone, unless this gatekeeper is going to take us there?
So this is before the events of your kingdom.
Yes.
Is this before or after?
This was before my kingdom was built.
Are you sleeping?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Huh?
While he...
What the fuck do you mean in
Hold
your
on,
sleep?
hold on.
I am 5,600 years into the future
Of what?
of your timeline.
As in all of ours, or just
The current
Based
one
on-
we're in right now.
The current one we are in right now, he is 5,600 years ahead of you.
Hold on. I have to ask a question that might be a little complicated. Does time work this way along the multiverse, or does it work this way too?
I've never even thought of that.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Are you up here across the multiverse,
We don't
or are
read,
you?
we don't read time as
Linear?
you read time.
No shit.
By showing the waxing wane of the sun and moon, how it encircles the planet. We measure time through threads of fate. And this is one of the fates of all of you. That's why these bounties were issued. This is my job. I am taking this as a personal matter. Again, because you all destroyed my fucking home.
Well,
Now, if you want to rectify this war, you can call me names, you can call me all you want. But if you keep this up, I will destroy you.
That's what the poster says that he doesn't do.
And a green
Don't.
beam, a ball of energy, is
Ego.
forming in his finger, and you can see little traces of fire.
hold on.
I've seen this before.
I met you.
Don't.
And he takes it, and he points, and that little flame floats towards him. But he takes it, it flashes in his hand, and there's a green bead. And he holds on to it. And he just tosses it like
look
up
like
in
you
the
need some
air,
sugar.
just like a ball bear. And he just floating up in the air.
Yeah.
Meaning he has frozen this spell in time.
Hold on.
I have a magic trick I do with my finger as well.
Don't.
Oh, hey.
Right there.
Hey, is that true?
Try me. Please.
Hold on.
I'm stopping.
Let's all just calm down for a second. I want to get out of this place. Now, if I move for the door just to get fresh air, are you gonna mow me down? I'm the less. I'm not gonna make a mess here.
Currently, there are more priorities than.
I know. I'm only worth 20,000. I think
two
we should all
high
separate.
priority bounties in front of me that I can dispose of.
Listen. I have a theory. My theory is this.
Should I have a beard?
Not only are you here from the future, but you obviously have not come back for anything that we can take care of at this moment. I also have a theory that you're a very composed machine and that you're very advanced and that you can probably eat, right?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Try this. Just try sticking this in your gullet.
He goes like this.
Actually, where its mouthpiece is, it actually retracts back, kind of like everything. His armor is built like Iron Man, so it does retract his side, and you can see a palish skin, but his beard outline is kind of like how mine is shaped up right now, but it has a tint of blue in it. But his skin is pale, and you can see him take it out and puts it in his mouth.
Good. We're communicating. I want to know all about time and how we can fix it. Because that's the other part of my theory, is that we can fix this time.
We measure threads of fate.
I know. You said that. Threads can be woven in many different ways.
Thread right now. These bounties are true.
Well, let's...
Current thread.
The current thread.
Then we'll fix that thread then. And we
Do
won't
you-
have a bounty on our heads any longer.
Have your people. Do they know of the tower? The giant onyx spire? Or the fact that, as you could probably tell, we're not in a normal La La Land right now. We're in some other, what was it called, a pocket dimension?
Some sort of pocket dimensions or some shit, yes.
I was simply trying to go home to fix the wrongs in my land, which I can't get to until we fix all these doors or whatever.
The 10 on insight. He's trying to get a beat on you to see if you're trying to bullshit out of your bounty. But
The moment he looks at me,
he's not very good insightfully.
the moment he looks at me in the
He
face,
is built to go on a specific order, and that's what he's following.
well, the moment he looks at me in the face and gets the dumb dog fucking look on his face that he couldn't figure me out, Igor steps directly in front. Takes the full step forward.
Hey, before you do that,
Hold on. Hold on.
just real quick.
Okay.
This is actually pertinent to the situation. When he steps up, I want to cast Distort Value on Igor.
Okay.
Distort the value of my bounty.
He's
To
distorting
make it
value.
higher.
No, it's items and stuff, Frank.
I know.
But I'm being a little. I'm
You're
going
trying
out of bounds here.
Being a little cheeky here.
Okay, what are you trying? What are you trying
To
to
make
do?
me look useless.
Okay.
No, are you trying to?
Worthless.
Are you trying to make him to where, it's a different fate?
How it would work is, whenever he goes to step up, and I tag him and cast it, it would probably affect you in the negative if you are unable to beat my spell to say an intelligence an intelligence check against my DC.
Behind the trash can. So.
Okay.
Your intelligence is probably pretty high.
I rolled an 8, so 17.
You just beat it. So, you notice that I did some fuckery as he walked up, but it didn't work on you.
So, as
That
flicking your beam,
he was tossing up floats and gives a green glow.
well, as you do it, Igor walks up to you and gets kinda in your face. Like, not aggressively, not anything. Walks up to you and gets almost nose to nose with you.
Nose the dome.
Looks at you and says, I'm not bullshitting anymore. I will fix my wrongs. I've already tried to destroy my son before. I was stopped. The next time, since clearly everything that little fuck said to me was just a bullshit smoke and mirror show.
Agar,
Hold on.
what if
The next time I see him, which I think you can make happen, Mr. Time Jump, I will destroy him. And I will fix this, and your home will be perfectly fucking fine.
No.
As far as the ball goes, if you were going to use it, you would have. Now, if you would like to follow me outside, that is where I am going. And then I put, hold on Frank, before you roll shit, no, scary stuff.
He was trying to do like sort of like intimidate you, but I'm not even bothering having you roll because he rolled.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's gonna go real well.
as I say that,
he doesn't have the facial expression to do anything.
as I say that,
just be like,
after I told him if he wanted to use it, he already would have. And I say, if you would like to follow me outside, you can, because that is where I'll be. And I put my forehead on his. And as soon as I look into his face, look through the dome into his eyes.
Does he have eyes?
We don't know. He
I
got a
don't know.
fucking mouth.
You see the like the helmet,
Fucking
and there
robot.
are like outlines of where like the eyes and mouth would be, kind of like pretty much just think of the Iron Man mask. It's how it looks.
Well, I'm getting some shit because I'm behind.
But they have this like violet outline around the eyes of where like the eye sockets would be, but they're more squared and rectangular type look.
So whenever he looks into the eyes, he's going to pull back his head and look at him and go, everyone deserves a second chance, don't they? Then he keeps walking out to the room.
I also join you.
Look
if
at you, Igor.
you are trying to save your
Put
home,
your shield back.
which is what I've been trying to do, and I am in gridlock right now, because apparently there are more doors we have to go through before I can go home and save my people from the hell they're going through and the shit I've been running from, and a home that apparently was destroyed by us.
Future us.
I understand
You're
the
outside.
need to save your home more than you may ever know. If you wish that, I don't want to destroy someone's home just to destroy it. The only way I could figure something like that would have happened is if someone's controlling one of us. And from what I can fathom, someone is trying to get me back and possibly control me. So, I would like to help save your home, believe it or not, because no one's home deserves to be destroyed for no reason. Or by evil.
As you're saying that to him, he's almost paying you no mind, but he wants to say something. But as you're walking outside, in 1 hour, make your peace with whatever God you pray to.
Why do I have to wait an hour?
Is something gonna happen?
You're
in an
once
hour?
dead, regardless to me.
I said, why do I have to wait
When
an
you
hour?
want to die, it's fine.
Come on outside.
No.
Really walks outside.
So there. What happened?
He's gonna look at Tabitha and like, you're already building stuff.
Your home. Only thing I know
Yeah, I'll give you a
from at least hearing
I
something
mean, the
of
ointment
it.
has 5 doses.
I'm not doing that.
Is
I'm
there
gonna
is a
use
crater.
something I can get back later.
Again, long before my town was even built, before the castle or any of that. What apparently happened to make that crater? Do you even know? Did anyone tell you? I obviously had no time for bedtime stories or night terror stories, for any of that.
My future. My time. Aor and the other ancient cities were rebuilt.
That's real bad.
And we had the technology to travel through space and explore the Ashkan Sea. They were called, the era was called the Spelljammer.
What is it? What?
The Spelljammer.
I hear him talking there. I'm like, I want to go in there so bad and look at it.
Again, probably something he's never mentioned. Not even understood.
I mean, if you do,
Well,
But
I want to look inside.
Like it's just
I mean, like,
give me just a basic intelligence check. Not a save, but a check.
on the screen times out.
See if you can recall.
Dirty 20.
When you coming outside?
There was,
What's your trip?
I would say, V did mention about off the shores of Chult. Amu was extending their reach so that they wouldn't be what happened to them. The fall of the city, the rebuild of the city, because of ancient old gods that wanted to fuck the world with
Like Vecna, Aesir, and all that.
pretty much like a Sirac. V did mention that outreach. You heard that name before. That he wanted to make this. He wanted to help lend a hand in the aid of construction of the Spelljammer Academy.
And things went stupid.
But
As soon as we go outside,
this calamity is helping. This calamity is what sparked that idea of not, but it's hampering the calamity that's happening now in the sense of that is, if this wasn't happening, this was the idea a lot of people in these network wanted to do.
as soon as Tabitha and Igor stepped outside, Igor wrapped Tabitha in a hug.
Huh?
Igor wrapped Tabitha in a hug.
Okay.
And I'm still feeling shitty.
He hollers for the rest of you. Igor does.
A moment.
All-knowing, great, and powerful Frank. Would I know anything about this at all?
It
About
was just,
Spelljammer at all in any capacity?
No, this is before anybody's time.
these are just plans laid out to do.
Okay, so this was way before.
This
Okay.
This was the offense because you're not from Wildmount or from Chult.
No.
So you don't know of this capacity of something of this was there. I'm gonna give you this though, if you can give me a history check.
Okay.
I'm gonna set the DC for 22.
Oh, Jesus.
Whatever you say.
That's not bad.
Whatever you say about it.
And well, my plus,
Igor
I have a
says-
+1, so there's no way I'm hitting it.
Yeah, you can.
Especially you.
Not when I roll a nat 1.
No.
Certainly not.
I have faith, but no, I don't.
Even if I rolled a 20, I wasn't hitting that. That would only make it 21.
getting the 21 though would give you the thing that you've heard of an outreach program, but you don't know a name.
Well, I meant, would it have been like something that was written about
No.
in the library or
No,
anything?
no. I would say maybe like during your time up there, you probably have heard something of another reality or another dimension that wanted to start about like something of that nature, but with a 21 would have got you that. But with what you wrote, you cannot recall anything.
Well, I wasn't sure if maybe it'd come in like a fable form.
If you would have if you would have got a 21, you would maybe caught wind of maybe an outreach program
Okay.
of something that was starting up that would unify, kind of making like United Nations Council, but with that role, you have no idea what they're doing.
With
Okay.
what my uncle had told me, you possibly then have heard the stories of Cholt and Wildfire with what had happened with Acereth. And he told me there was an idea of this academy, this thing to bring people in. He had people that wanted to build this, but before he even could, this is when everything happened. Again, before I was even born, or when I was being brought into this world, Vacno's already trying to come through, and it sounds like a good idea, but if this is apparently where you're from, somehow, some way, maybe a different time it was built. But again, this goes back to if your home was destroyed, I know how this feels. I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, okay, I helped a creature that, unless something changed him after when he died, but for all intents and purposes, I helped something that wanted to change. I've met many people that have had dark intentions, no longer have those intentions, and change. So I'm sorry that when I saw that, I didn't want to just instantly destroy something.
You wish to know what happened?
Yes.
Everybody out.
Like, literally, do we have to leave the room?
He's telling you guys to
He's
clear the
telling-
room.
He's telling.
Literally out.
He's telling all the characters in the dome to leave.
Fucking come outside. I got something I want to do.
I know. Oh, wow.
I'm already outside.
He looks at the two of you. Leave. Now. Do not force it.
She's just like,
She's like, this stinking
That
motherfucker.
little ball is just floating with green fire on it.
Yeah, I'm aware of your stupid little ball.
Come on.
If you wish to find out, then stay. But you will suffer this fate.
Just come outside.
Do you want to suffer?
you're like the angry
If you
guy
survive
from
the
the
fate, then you can listen in. If you survive.
We're down at Griffin. We need to start getting the ways to fucking out of here.
Yeah, I got that. Anyway.
I mean, the cart is outside the dome, kind of.
It's destroyed.
You guys are trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
been-
trying to fix it.
We've been trying to fix it for 2 fucking episodes.
So the moment you
3.
two both walk out the door, Igor also embraces you both in a big hug.
Crushing
So
me.
you both had to notice.
Igor,
I mean,
Yeah, I'm,
Come on, it's not that bad.
I'm standing directly outside the door. Like, if I hear anything amiss,
Yeah.
I am running the fuck back in there. I am not about this right now. Especially now that Sat's gone, there's literally no one to protect Lucy other than herself. Which I'm sure she can do, but still, it's
I
like...
am an independent, half-human, tiefling girl.
it does not say.
You are a...
Come on.
You've basically been adopted as the child of the group. So
And I'm 3 feet tall.
you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
You are our sage advice.
Honestly, this is a twist of fate. If you can survive this, you take nothing. If you fail this, how many hit points do you have?
75.
Oh god, damn.
75. So
You would be. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
if I roll
What kind of damage is it?
10d6 plus 40,
Of what?
disintegrate.
Oh yeah, don't
He
do
just
it.
comprised it into a whole.
Just walk the fuck
If you
out the
can-
door.
If you pass the saving throw, you take no damage. If you fail the saving throw, 10d6 plus 40 comes your way.
Plus
If
40?
it drops you to 0, you turn to a pile of ash, and only by a true resurrection or wish spell can bring you back.
Come on.
So, as everybody's walking out the door, after Igor breaks them through a hug, like,
They're all,
not
like,
breaks them,
broken
Okay.
spines.
but
As I
Like-
said, number one, I already said I was going outside. However, I do, for giggles, want to roll it because I more than likely would die. So
She just wants to see.
yeah.
It is a.
Okay. Well, actually, technically, that hit my finger. So let me roll that again.
That is a dexterity saving throw.
That all the time.
That would be a dirty 20.
You would have passed it.
Oh.
So let's come out here. Just don't
Don't risk.
Don't
That's okay.
tempt fate.
Don't risk the biscuit.
Hey!
as everybody's walking out, you hear, "Hey, metal man, I have a way of fixing your problem,
Oh no.
Not
and
now.
mine. You would just like to come outside."
You were saying though. She kind of like.
The damage was 77.
Would have been a dirty 20 again. Should have taken.
If you would have failed, the damage would have been 77.
2 points over.
Could have been alright.
2 points over it,
Yeah.
you would have turned to a pile of ash.
Oh no!
You would have had to make.
But I passed.
You would have
Both
made
times
a
I
new character.
rolled.
You would have made a new character.
Okay.
Better than in character
For
thousands
shits and
of ones.
No bounty for
since-
you. Ha ha
But
ha.
since you did not, since you didn't take it and step outside,
She, before the conversation starts though, she says, "How about we sit?"
Wait, can we say that
And
I'm
she,
like
like-
standing in the door?
you could stand at the threshold of the door. That is perfectly fine. But the entirety of the dome, a magic aura surrounds it. The
Fucking
inside.
dome has got a lot of fucking use.
Sets her weapons down.
And it sets out 25 feet in all directions, and it is dead silence. You cannot hear anything. It is
So for what you know, everything's going
private.
great.
It is private sanctum. To cast the spell, private sanctum. Nothing can come into this dome. Nobody can hear it. It is protected by any divination spell. You cannot travel in or out of it until the spell is done.
Can you dispel it?
You can certainly try.
I don't know if this spell's nuts, but
Talk
okay.
your fucking talk.
But she goes and sets her weapons down, and sits cross-legged and goes and puts her hand out like go ahead.
So, in other words, none of y'all fucking hear this.
Yep.
I'm not.
not
telling
even your fly fart shit.
You are not. You do not hear anything of this nature. Okay.
She's gonna tell us later anyway.
Yep.
Does he
My
sit?
future. No, he stands.
Wait, would you be able to like telepathic?
No.
Just let it happen.
Anything within this dome is within this 25 feet radius. Anything outside of this dome does not exist. It
Okay.
is private sanctum.
We may sit. We are conversing. My weapons are.
I don't. I'm not designed to sit and talk with people. I'm designed to search and destroy.
Have you not sit during the
Ooh,
councils?
he's supposed to sat.
Interesting. Well, I will be courteous enough to sit and listen. And obviously, I am disarmed, so I'm not opposing.
They miscalculated my jump.
When was your jump?
About an hour before.
So that is why you had said you were too late. He was your bounty as well,
E-Rock was my bounty.
but not Satori.
No, he was meant to live.
And it was my wish as well.
The events now that conspire now, the events that are happening right this second, shaped my world into utter destruction. Nothing survived other than us and those who hid behind magic and barriers.
Who attacked?
The gods.
The gods. Like the gods, the trickster gods.
All of them.
Why?
Because Vecna broke the Divine Gate, and a civil war between the Primes and the Betrayer gods unleashed the Titans.
So you had another cataclysm.
Yes,
Well,
those who survived and lay hidden made us. To stop this from happening because they didn't want to live in an apocalypse. They wanted to stop it. Stopping it was that Satori lived and merged and defeated.
he still can.
He's dead!
No! For now, yes. He had told me. While everybody else was so glued to you, he was... The correct word would be he was my ward or I was his ward?
You would have been his ward.
Yeah.
I was his ward. He was at my... I don't know if you know the whole thing, but he was my protector.
I know.
He had told me V is the key. He has a ring.
It's not the key.
He has a ring. I have a ring. We need to find V. If you need Satori to come back, I want him to come back. He should not have died. I did not want him to die. We can bring him back. His words, not mine. He said, the ring is only part of the key. We can bring him back, but we need my uncle. If he's in that cell, like you said, and I'm doing this to look at you, but she's looking up, we need V.
No, you do not.
Why?
Because he is not the answer.
Then what is?
Sat gave you a sliver of hope.
Oh,
Hope that
good.
you could fall something and you can do what needed to be done. There is no such thing.
As what?
How can you bring back somebody how can you bring back somebody with a ring? You need
His soul is in it. We can bring him back.
Interesting.
You need Satori.
And you hear like the biggest robotic voice come through, checking calculations. And he's just, you see his eyes, or wherever his eyes are running wire of energy that is just running. Like he is literally looking and trying to calculate anything within his database.
Kind of like Doctor Strange looking at all the different possibilities.
After like 5-10 minutes go by, it stops.
He
Like
said
the
we're
doctor
missing
and
a
Death.
piece though. I asked, and he said that I couldn't. I couldn't.
Trick something,
He
right?
couldn't tell me because I have to figure it out. But he can come back. I believe he's not just giving
That
us hope.
doesn't all matter. I've seen Sat, and I've seen come, and I've seen what happened. We're all aware of how my world came to an end. It's history now. You all find a way. This is with Sat and the thing. There is a point to where you do win. And it merges and it brings peace and prosperity back. And the calamity stops.
That's my goal. That's been my goal.
There's also another thread that runs very parallel to it. That you fail and you die. And from that point on, my world happens. So, this is not sanctioned. I was not ordered to come here. I broke that chain. I broke my orders to come here personally. I cannot go back until either A, you all die, or I find a way to take you back by capturing each and every one of you.
How about this? You need Saturn. I want him back. We find a way to bring him back. We find this missing piece. And we bring down Vecna like I've been wanting to do. My goal in the end was to stop him.
I'll put it to you.
Even if you said I will die, that was my goal.
He can feel it to a degree. He knows you're waiting.
My goal was live or die. Stop
What's
Vecna.
it gonna do? What was that?
Here is mine.
No, we're doing
We're
the
set to
thing
live.
now. But you can see that Igor is like 1,000-yard stairs.
That
and
is your
she's helping
thing.
you guys.
If this is what you will,
Igor's lost him.
I will accompany you
Like very badly.
Oh no,
to see if that is true.
I'm terrified.
And see if that fate can change. But, so help God if you fail, I am grabbing you, we are leaving your
Thunderbolt.
world, and we are going back to mine, and I will capture
Just
you, and you will be a prisoner. Is that clear?
Catapult.
That is fine. If it means I failed saving my own
Because
people,
you are the only thing that matters. All the rest, I will kill.
dude. She understands that, meaning she knows.
I know.
She knows her goal set forth was,
She is the only bounty that is set to be alive.
as you know, obviously, you know how the prior campaign went. Vecna was trying to come through, Grievous, yada yada. She was
But-
being born at that point. She
but-
knows her main goal was to stop Vecna before he comes
Yes.
through anyway. So, yeah.
Just because we're
Oh, come on.
over,
We can-
we're going over.
We're going to continue to go over.
I know. We're going to go a little bit over.
She puts her hand out.
I will put it this way. We made that deal. Okay. So, as soon as the fates tip into the bad direction, he will utterly capture you, take you out of that point in time, and everything you know is destroyed.
She stands up and she holds out her hand. You know what this means, correct? A handshake, a promise,
I don't keep.
oath, whatever you may
I
call
don't
it.
believe in promises. Anything.
A
like that.
deal. A shake is also for a deal.
You are set for to be alive. If that fate changes in any way, shape, or form to where you or die even, we lose.
Then it's a deal.
Don't shake.
I do. If you want, shake my
I
hand.
will crush you with my hand.
You don't have to go full grip strength.
I don't control it.
I'm strong.
Then just hold out
It has
your
one mode. Destroy.
hold your hand out like this.
So does Igor, but it's a different
Don't
color's
grip.
body.
And she grabs his hand and shakes it. I make my deal with you. However, if it seems, before it fully tips full kilter, like anything is going in the wrong, tell me, and I will have to. Bleh, I got tongue tied, sorry guys. I will attempt to help rectify before it goes full kilter. This way we can see if anything happens, we can keep it nudged in the right way.
I will assist in any way, shape, or form. But once it shows dire and your life is on the line, we are out. Gone. Your remaining party is sacrificed to their fate. And I will come back at another point in time and take them. That is the end.
I must warn you though, because I'm, again, not sure if you've heard about this whole spire fiasco we're in, but we're in one of the pocket dimensions and have to figure our way out of here and have, God, how many doors do we have left? We had what, 9 to begin with?
A lot.
We had 9 that we began with, right?
Yeah, we're on 7 now.
Yeah,
We're on 7, so we have 7
We've been
doors.
through the 2 worlds, so we have 7 more.
We have 7
That's what we said.
And
pocket
we're still
dimension
bored.
doors we have to go through before we can go through one, and you get to meet this, whatever you want to call him, king
Jackass.
in the spire. He's a lot of fun, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Bringing your bounties back, regardless of any situation,
But let's try to change.
would be a very great feat to do. Bringing you back alive, showing proof that the 2 are dead. The other 2, they'd come back either dead or alive, it doesn't matter to me. But if I can capture the group that has failed or survived, the group that has failed before that time comes, before that point in time to where the scales tip either way, to where that nexus comes. You're the only life that matters at the moment.
Then I need you to help me with one more thing before we leave this dome.
If I ain't helping you with shit, then you're not commanding me what to do.
I'm not commanding you, I'm asking for help. We need to find the ring. Apparently Setsuai dropped it in here in the battle. The ring.
His eyes, initially when you do that, just lasers just start scanning the whole area like
He's
a
just
grid.
gonna walk out with you!
Like a grid. And
No,
just-
they're outside.
Do me the favor of not blowing up as soon as you come outside.
Huh?
Okay? So do me the favor of not blowing up as soon as you come outside.
Oh.
You'll
When it
see.
comes up, it shows where the ring was, and then it shows footsteps that lead outside.
Do you see anything?
The ring is in possession of somebody outside. So 1 of 4.
Very well. Do
1
you...
of 3, actually.
And you said the bag was still...
Yeah, the only thing I took from was the ointment. Everything else is in there.
But
Then she grabs the haversack and then obviously re-puts on the weapons. Anything else before we leave the dome?
But if your friend wishes to die, I would take his life and I would claim my bounty.
He's an idiot that thinks with the muscle in his brain somehow.
I don't give a shit.
Just ignore
He's
him.
issued dead, and dead he will be. And the dome drops.
And you just see us both like we were talking and just...
Oh, no, as you're walking, he, in a flash, he literally darts 80 feet.
Yeah.
He's going and he can, you see him go and he kind of, you could see in a point to where like he's flashing and the energy line goes all the way down to the boot. And you see it activates and he
So you see a rocket.
And just stops directly in front of me.
boots his speed. Doubles his movement, so it's 80 feet. He can run.
The moment I'm gonna guess he's, just right in front of me.
He's about to in front of you.
Okay. Well, the moment he stops, Ugar looks him in the face and goes, "Where's Lucy?" I didn't know if he walked out or
You
not.
just hear in the
Oh no,
like...
he was just that fucking quick
That's what I'm
that
at.
it's up there, you just see the dust cloud and you hear and there's Lizzie.
Hi. By the way, quick question for my dear friends. Where's Sat's ring?
My son
What ring?
is the one that opened up the gate.
Did you not notice? You
My son is the
look,
one
you see a lot of things, but you don't
who
see
caused
anything.
most of this
Please.
problem. My spawn is the one who caused this.
Spawns. Is there more than one?
Hold that thought for one moment. He walks over to Lucy. He gets down on a knee. Not to be stupid. He gets down on a knee, reaches into his bag. Asks you for your hand. He places the ring in your hand and the necklace in your hand. And as you go to like pull away, he grabs your hand back. He pulls it down. I'm sorry. I know you may hate me now. And that's fine. I'm sorry. It was
We have
his
our
wish.
key.
And then I'll let her hand
You
go.
you see her. She looks over to Fate and she's like, "We have her first part of the key."
And then I'll let her hand go.
Hey,
How are you feeling about that? She looks to him and says,
What about
like,
that
"With
bounty
the first part
for
of
the-
this key." You
for
don't
the-
know about
for
it,
the-
what she means.
demon.
There's no proof that he's dead.
So, as Igor lets
I
Lucy's
have to wait
hand
until
go,
he comes back into his plane and end his life. Or go to his plane and end his life.
as Igor lets Lucy's hand go, no matter how much she's not going to want it, he doesn't give a fuck. He's going to stand up. He's going to put one arm around her, put her over to his chest. And he's going to say, again, I'm sorry. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me eventually one day. I know it will not be anytime soon, and I know that you will never speak to me again probably for a long time.
Squeezes a burp out of her.
Sat's wish was to go and sleep. He was a warrior, as am I. I honored his warrior death.
We will be back.
Good.
Now,
Then I'll let her go. I'll
Shall
walk
we-
directly back up to him.
no.
As you're approaching, did you say your goodbyes?
Agar, enough.
My sons, so you say. Them not being in existence will take out the possibility of what happened.
Very true. But you have not planted seed yet.
Wait for what I was about to say, please. I understand that what my kids eventually do is literally probably the biggest part of this problem. If they are never made,
Yes.
that never happens.
Or
Igor,
it happens.
I know.
Don't do
It
that.
happens once you wake up.
Igor.
But I can stop this right now
Igor.
by extinguishing.
Shut the fuck up.
That way, pork chop and henching do not exist.
And I understand that. Igor is going to take his axe off of his back.
Oh no. Oh. What is it?
He's going to get down on his knees. If you do not have the faith in me that I will fix this, and you see that I can't fix it, then make it to where it never happens. and I hand you my axe.
Fate.
As you hold it out and stuff like that, his arm, where his hand and wrist is, detaches and a grappling hook of a hand goes directly for his throat.
Fate.
And that ball of energy.
Did you happen to see the... I'm getting to a point for a reason,
No.
because remember, we had that, but she's asking if he has this whole thing going, but remember whenever you guys went and talked to your son and he's just like, they're trying to fix shit and blah blah blah. She's gonna mention that. Have you seen anything of Satori speaking with Porkchop and how they were so rectify things? Or is that never mentioned in your records?
He is not listening at all as that grappling hook goes, because it can shoot not decently far, but you see it grab up to him and immediately it pulls him directly to him to where Igor is on his knees, but now he is bent backwards. So if you're sitting on your knees, you are leaning back on your knees like he has you pinned to the ground, and this energy is almost touching you. You could feel it start to burn flesh and skin.
Whenever he gets
and
close,
beard.
that's whenever Igor goes, would much rather you do it with my axe. I'm not going to fight you either way. I would just like to know that what took me out is my axe. And I want everybody else to know that I am deeply sorry for everything.
I will not grant that satisfaction.
I understand.
Fate.
Then Igor just
I
tosses
did
his
have
hands
a
to the side.
question. Did you notice it or even hear of that? Satori speaking with Porkchop to change him. Was that even a thing? I've witnessed it. He got his people to act as though everything's fine, but they are to go against Vecna or Grievous.
It's in one ear and out the other. His main thing is about to end his life. He's not listening to anything else.
That could change the whole thing with Porkchop.
As he gets closer with me, to me, I'm going to look at him. Hold on. This is the last thing I'm saying, I promise. As he gets closer to me, I'm going to look him in the face and say to him, I'm sorry that you lost everything. I'm sorry that everything happened. Everyone deserves to be loved. And then he's going to drop his arms to the side.
Give me a dex.
19.
Possible?
He unleashes, and you can feel the burning heat of this green flame that is literally engulfing your body at this moment. Something. You can feel that fire start to subside. To where you don't feel the heat anymore.
I'll say burn all my nerves off. I'm just kidding, dude.
But you beat the DC.
What?
So no damage. Instead, you have a burn scar right here.
Can we say it was on the left side so I don't have an
Sure.
eye missing on the fucking left and then burns on the right?
No, sure.
I think I want to be pretty
That's
somewhat.
That's fine. But you have the slight, like 3 fingers like this that are burned on your skin.
Roll your damage.
No, I can't.
It was
You
all or
failed to
nothing.
save.
You would have been Ash.
Death.
You just got a nice little.
But you got burned. You guys not to die yet.
Fate has spoken.
And that's where we end tonight's episode.
Oh, damn!
I
I was
was
gonna do something.
I was
It's
gonna
almost
look
2
over
o'clock.
to Luce and be
Yeah,
like,
I got it.
so how would
So-
you die?
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you like this little continuation out there. We didn't go as far as the original plan was. Some hiccups along the road. But, again, thanks for tuning in. We hope you guys like it. And from us at the D20 Misfits,
Good night.
Right.
I